I definitely don't need to be playing chess. We have got some guests coming up here, and I'm excited about visiting with not one, but two former Razorbacks and my good friend DJ Williams, who's also, of course, once a Hog, always a Hog. CJ McClain will join us today. He's going to come over to our broadcast location around 10:45. He is a former defensive stud for Arkansas in the mid-'90s, and he will join us. We'll find out what he's up to, talk about some of his memories playing down here at Warren, because in his day, they played here multiple times in a year. That was the thing.
No, that was it.
On the reg.
Three times?
Yeah, 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Sometimes you were probably
Twice.
the last.
I was 2.
You were 2 times in 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
You were probably the last group that did that, right? What year did they cut it to 1?
The year after I left, I know they played Georgia here, and they played another kind of smaller team.
It's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, after
that Georgia
I don't
game
know.
was a mess.
Yeah.
They had the running back go crazy here, I remember.
Who was it? Sean Marino?
No.
Nick Chubb.
Ooh.
No, was it Chubb? It was a freshman. I thought it was a freshman that went crazy. There was because I thought their starter got hurt and then their backup
maybe Nick Chubb. No,
it might be.
Yeah.
Quinn Grovey, regularly scheduled thanks to Bell and Sword and Conway. He'll join us in the 11 o'clock hour. We got Dr. O'Malley, Mayor Scott, and Bobby Swafford from the AAA is going to stop by too. We'll talk about high school games and things that are going on with the AAA this year. Chuck, how are cameras like? Look pretty good.
Looking nice.
Yeah, we're looking sharp.
Yeah.
Kudos to Chuck and to Ralph and to the crew, Dustin, for helping set up the tailgate today. Again, if you want to come, tickets are free, but you will need a tailgate ticket to get into our gate at 10 o'clock. It's 10:10, so you're coming on in. Go to 1037thebuzz.com, the website. You can download the link there, and you can come and hang out at the tailgate. We're going to have free food. We're going to have some beverages. Our friends from Petrus Farm, petrusfarmgrill.com. They've got sauces and seasonings for sale, but they're going to be feeding people today, too. And then Doublebees will be along. We appreciate them. We're actually next door to their location. They're going to help us out here. And then Petty Jean Meats, and we're doing the hot dogs. So we got their grill going, and we're going to be doing hot dogs.
Could you imagine standing in front of that grill right now?
No. I do see a box where there says eggs in it. Are we doing egg sandwiches this morning?
You like a good egg sandwich?
I love a good egg sandwich. Did you do breakfast this morning or no?
No.
You faked out?
Well, I was walking around yesterday, and I was thinking, how hot would that be?
Nah.
Standing next to that grill.
5 this morning, probably not that bad.
It actually wasn't that bad. It felt awesome. A nice breeze, beautiful sky.
Yeah,
nice
I sat on
clear.
my patio and read the paper about 7 o'clock this morning. It was
Okay.
nice. Anyway, if you want to come by or join us, come on with it. 661-1037. We're going to ask a question of the day today. We're going to wager on it, DJ.
38 or 100 degrees. Which one would you prefer to watch a football game in?
Would you?
I think that's a no-brainer. Am I tripping?
rather watch a game in?
Now the fun part is the bet. You know?
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Pork belly, standard.
Oh, you said that already?
It's our standard bet.
Okay, fair enough.
38 degrees. I'll even let it be first. Or 100 degrees.
Oh, man.
I know my people.
I know my people.
My people say, I hate the cold more than anything in the world.
I bet it'll be a landslide victory.
You cray.
Is it up on Twitter right now?
Would you rather play golf in 38 degrees or 100 degrees?
I really don't know.
It's 100 degrees, DJ, every time.
It
Always.
is?
Every time.
I'd rather play football in 38 degree.
I have played
If
golf.
I were playing, no, not even a question, I would pick 38 degrees.
I have played golf in 115 degrees. I have played football in under freezing temperatures before. We played a game one night. It was 15 when we kicked off.
Ooh.
It was cold, son.
No.
Yes, and some flurries. We had some light snow flurries. It was pretty amazing. But once you get into it as a player, like your brain just goes, I don't even care anymore. You just feel crazy.
Yeah, there is a temperature where it's just brutal. I mean, trying to catch a ball, it's like somebody throwing a brick at you. Every time you get hit, unless you stay warm, it's tough. But I learned real quick up in Green Bay, it's amazing the conditions you can play in when they pay you that much.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Is it a mental thing?
Oh, buddy, for the right amount of money, I'll sit outside in 30 degrees naked. I mean, there's a number.
Yeah.
My buddy Malin says, when I'm at War Memorial Stadium sitting between two 400-pound farmers from Star City, I'll take 30 degrees over 100 degrees every day. Well, that's a very specific example, Malin. I mean, come on. But I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right, so I'm excited about the deal. I'm excited about the deal today, so it should be fun.
Yeah.
Matt says, I want tickets to see the game on Morning Mayhem, and no one has reached out to me about the issue. I've already told my son that I won them. Please help me out. Sounds like a Josh issue. Chuckles, guy named Matt. I got his email here.
Todd just texted me.
Okay, very good.
We got you, man.
Todd's on top of stuff. All right, here we go. Nick says 38 degrees all day. This is on our D3 Auto Sales text line. This person says 100. Yes. This guy says 2014 it was Nick Chubb. He went for 202. Oh, it was so gross. 38 degrees all day, no question. You guys are liars. Doug says Club Chubb was kicking that night. Bo says 38 degrees. I'm surprised at you guys.
Justin, you'll
about
see.
to buy some pork belly?
Oh, yeah, you are about to buy
38
some
degrees,
pork
8 days a week. I have to say the best game I've ever seen at War Memorial was Quinn Grove against Andre Ware in Houston. Man, we need to ask Quinn about that when he comes by for sure. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
You got it going. My buddy says 38. It's easier to sneak a flask in. That's a good point.
Speaking of that, coming out to the game, some rules and regulations. I don't know if y'all remember from when we had
John Latch on.
You can bring in a container. Usually that's not a thing at all at stadiums, but reminder, it has to be empty and it has to be clear, so you can try to sneak in whatever you want. They're probably going to find it. They'll check it, make you pour it out, because they are going to have water filling stations throughout the stadium today. Man, Justin, they're really trying to do their part, make sure people can come out here, not use the heat as an excuse if they don't want to. They got the, as the brand would be, big-ass fans, you know. As long as that's right. I didn't say that this morning on TV. I feel like we're okay here, right?
You can do whatever you want here.
Okay.
Pretty much.
But, yeah, they got all that set up. I'm excited about it. Talked to Sergeant Major here this morning at 5 a.m. They are getting all set up. So you're going to have Marines helping you when you come out here to the stadium today with the flow of traffic, where you can park $25 if you want to go into the infield and park there to set up your tailgate. And so they were here I pulled into the parking lot this morning around 4:20.
Yeah.
There was already a line of about 8 to 10 cars waiting for the gates to open at 10 to get into the golf course.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I'm one of those farmers. I want it 38 degrees too. I may lose this one. 38 degrees all day, no cramps. It's so hilarious to me. This guy says, Acre, you crazy, 32 all day. When it gets cold, this fall, I'm going to remind y'all about this. And when y'all are crying about, it's too cold to go to the game, my tootsies are freezing up. That's what I hear from people all the time. Because the one thing I know about my folks in the South, you don't like the cold. That's why you live in the South. You do not like it. People in the North don't care. They will go to 25-degree games and be like, this is cool.
Hey, what are we talking about? My folks here from the South will sit in a duck blind, 20 degrees, in water.
They're drunk. They don't care.
What do you think they're going to do until 6:30?
Can you bring a water bottle in for a water filling station? Yes, if it doesn't have water in it.
It has to be clear and empty.
I'm taking 38 over 100. I would go 0 before I'd consider even going to 100. God, you guys are insane. Okay, I guess I'm wrong.
Chuck, are you 100?
No. I'm with you.
I'm just saying, you can bundle up, but once
you can't.
Once you get hot, and then you start, when all this down here, fellas, you know what I'm talking about? When all that starts heating up, I'll never forget, I went to the Derby, and, it gets hot around Derby time.
Arkansas
Derby. It gets a little toasty, and wore my briefs that day. Those got moist fairly quick, and then what starts when that happens, right? All that walking around, a little chafage.
Yeah.
Got a little too raw for me.
I get chafed.
Oh, my gosh, it's awful.
I'm chafed since I was a child.
I went to the bathroom and went commando.
Yeah.
But then I got some new ones I spent $48 on a pair of underwear from the gift shop.
Oh, my God.
Needed it. It's awful. See, you don't have those issues in the cold,
I don't have those issues in the hot, DJ, to be honest with you. I think we have exhausted our conversation on this one. Let's move on to other topics.
Sorry about that.
Please vote online.
Too much.
Yeah, way too much. Anyway, it's okay. 10:18. Got a couple of notes here from the world of sports. After a tough quarterback battle, they're naming Russell Wilson Week 1 starter in Pittsburgh. I picked up Najee Harris as my fantasy running back last night, or one of them.
Who was your first pick?
I think I ended up with Etienne running back. My first pick was a receiver. I got.
Where's he at? Detroit.
He is in Jacksonville. I got Tyreek Hill first pick, but I was like the 8th pick.
How does your draft work?
It's a snake.
I don't know what that means.
That means 1 gets first pick, 2 gets second pick, all the way through to like number 20.
Yeah.
And then number 20 gets the first pick of the second round back to number 1.
You got 20 people?
Well, not literally, but I don't know. There was like 16. There's too many people. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, because by the time the 3rd or 4th round came around, I was like, who are these bums? But I got a couple of guys that I'm excited about, so we'll see. I mean, like I said last
Quarterback?
night, I got Purdy and I got Trevor Lawrence. So I'm all in on the Jags. So Chris Kane, I need your boys to come through for me. Anyway, and no surprise, I think, of Russell Wilson. I think a lot of people are pulling for Justin Fields. I think he got kind of a tough deal in Chicago, and I do think one more year there, he might have been a pretty darn good quarterback this coming season, especially with the weapons. With Keenan Allen, and they got a good tight end in Cole Kmet. They've got, obviously, a dynamic player in DJ Moore they just gave a new contract to. They got a new offensive coordinator. I think it would have been a really interesting season, but financially I understand why you bring in a guy like Caleb whose ceiling seems maybe a bit higher.
A bit.
And financially, well, I mean, Justin Fields was that dude.
When?
Coming out. I mean, he was a stud. He was a dual-threat stud coming out of Ohio State a couple years ago, remember?
I just think there's – and this is –
I'm not saying Caleb Williams is better.
No. I think some players are fit better for college than they are pro. Because I think some skill sets will not carry over because the talent really just picks up. And I can say that firsthand. I mean, shoot, it took me 5 years to get 3 accredited seasons in the NFL, and, I won the John Mackey Award, so it's just different. I would love to say all that stuff translates, but it doesn't. It's tough, and I think some of these dual-threat quarterbacks who are so effective with their legs, and it opens up and you got to think him and who he had in college. I mean, he didn't have to be great, but he was good, but he didn't have to be. But you have to be at that level. And I think some players, Tim Tebow, who else can we go? Who was the quarterback from Nebraska that was a
Tommy
beast?
Frazier?
It's Crouch?
Yeah.
Eric Crouch, yeah.
Eric Crouch. I mean, these dudes are unreal in college. It's just
yeah, but you can see different. Those guys. Like, there are guys where you're like, that dude's not going to be a great pro. I think the same thing with the NBA, or college basketball, the NBA. Like,
yeah.
I could use a number of guys as examples. The guy that comes to mind was Marcus Fizer, was the runner-up for Player of the Year in college basketball, and I was like, that dude's not going to be a great pro because he's sort of a tweener. I'll tell you, there are guys who occasionally overcome that. I look at a guy like George Niang, who's still in the NBA, which is crazy to me because he was kind of similar.
Yeah.
Body type's not really anything right. Like, he's not, and he's a good shooter. He's a nice player, but he's not real quick. He's not super big.
Yeah.
And he's not the strongest guy, and he's not like an elite defender. But yet he's been able to hang around because he plays the right way. But typically those guys don't translate well. But then there are guys where you're like, this dude's going to be like, when you saw Derrick Rose play in college, you're like, this dude's going to be a freak.
And he was.
Yeah.
I would say the quarterback that stands out the most to me, is it Jimmy Clausen? Went to Notre Dame?
Yes.
Quarterback, yeah.
Clausen went to Notre Dame.
Yeah, and then they ended up drafting another quarterback in Cam Newton the very next year with the top pick.
I thought Clausen was a Tennessee guy.
And me too, right? Why does that ring a bell? I thought he was at Notre Dame. I could be wrong. But even in college, I was just like, I just don't see that dude
there's a bunch of those
being
guys.
an NFL guy. But he was the first quarterback taken off the board.
There's a lot of misevaluation of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But they do have sort of a type now, and it seems a little easier to pay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. 10:22. I'll tell you, let's take a break a little bit early, Todd.
Ooh.
And then we're waiting on C.J. McClain here in a little bit. If you want to join us, D3 Auto Sales text line, 501-661-1037. True Service Community Federal Credit Union. Live fan feedback through our Listen Live button today. There's that song. I love it. My buddy just sent me a product that you might want to use. It's called Happy Nuts Comfort Powder.
Oh, that sounds
natural
amazing.
anti-chafing body deodorant powder. My buddies used to be big Gold Bond guys. They worked for FedEx when we were in college, and they would dump
just
Gold Bond down there.
Powder it up.
Powder the boys. I just never had an issue. No chafing, no issues.
My thighs, they hang out too much. I need a little bit more space in between them. You got a thigh gap?
Yes. Look at these little things. I don't skip leg day either. I don't skip
That's
leg.
what it is.
No, you're thick, though.
Yeah,
you're like
they're rubbing. They're rubbing.
Yeah,
it's too much.
All right, we're going to take a break. We are back here in a moment as we head in. DJ, I got to tell you about our friends at Oaklawn. Listen, Zach's going to join us tomorrow, but I want you to know you can wager on the game. It was hanging around 49. If you are interested, it's not the only game going today. You got Murray State, Missouri, and a couple other games on this Thursday as well. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Go to Oaklawn Sports, and if you don't have an account set up yet, they're still doing that $1,000 sign-up deal. Details are available online. But bottom line is you can make a lot of extra money or get some extra chances to make some money from our friends at Oaklawn Sports. And, you got NFL futures out the wazoo. I'll tell you what I'm really thinking about is going over on Derrick Henry at 950.5. I think he's going to thrive as a Raven. He went over 1,000 last 2 years in Tennessee, and they stunk.
He's getting up there.
He's only been in the league 6 or 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
feel like it's more than that.
It
Wait.
feels like-
Did you say 6 or 7 years is a long time for a running back?
Not Derrick Henry. He is a different dude. He is that dude.
Is he?
I think so. I think he goes for 1,000 for sure.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my pick. There you go. There's my futures wager. I also bet on Taylor Green to go over 2,000 yards this year, which is at 2,100 now. So hope you jumped on it early. We're back in a moment. Enjoy your time at Oaklawn Sports. This is the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate. Also, great entertainment coming to Oaklawn Sports. They just announced Larry the Cable Guy's coming in January. Tickets go on sale, I believe, tomorrow. But Oaklawn.com for general information. Rent your room, get spa set up, or to buy tickets to any of the great events coming up. 10:24, we're back at the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate. We are next to Doublebee's, Fair Park in Markham, right across from Black Angus, next to, I guess just down a door from the Hillcrest Little Bakery. And apparently they came over and visited our guys. Look in there, DJ. They dropped off some biscuits on gravy. But I ain't got no fork. Can you eat biscuits and gravy with your hands?
You can eat anything with your hands.
Well, you don't wipe your gravy on me.
Yeah.
Nasty. All right, 10:24, back in a second.
ARKANSAS. It's the end of the month. Time for Roger and David to cross the Arkansas River and go visit Mr. Fletcher and crew at Fletcher Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Sherwood this Friday starting at 6.
This is Sports Center.
The University of Arkansas men's basketball team will play Lipscomb on November 6th at Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville. That according to the Bison's schedule released on Wednesday. It'll be the second game of the season for Lipscomb, which starts its schedule with a game at Duquesne on November 4th. The game against Lipscomb is the earliest reported game for the Razorbacks, who have not yet released their schedule. Arkansas is 3-0 against Lipscomb, including a victory last season at Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock. Switching to baseball, Amarillo used a 8-run 7th inning to power its way to an 11-6 victory over the Arkansas Travelers on Wednesday in Amarillo. The teams continue their series today. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
The final 4 minutes of the 65 Cotton Bowl. The miracle on Markham. The stunning overtime win at Ole Miss. Those are memorable Arkansas drives of the past. To that list, let me add a memorable drive of the future. The drive you make to Genesis of Conway and the test drive you take in a Genesis GV80. And like all winning teams, Genesis of Conway has all the answers. Durability, style, dealer incentives. Genesis of Conway, where you get the future of luxury today.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle. Unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavanka?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
If you're loving what you hear on The Zone, you should try our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or X if you're a nerd. Now, let's get back into The Zone.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
All right, welcome back into The Zone as we are live here at Doublebee's right across the street from War Memorial Stadium, set up for the Buzz Tailgate. They had a kickoff at 6:30 here tonight as Arkansas is set up to play the Golden Lions of UAPB. But before we get started, I know a lot of people are going to feel like the weekend has already started, and that means go ahead and get this stuff going for the Labor Day weekend. It's a fun weekend, y'all. A lot of people like to get together, celebrate, have a good time, have a couple cold ones, maybe go to a pool party, a barbecue, maybe go to the lake. Hey, I'm all about spending time with family and friends, having a great time. But I have to remind you, I got a message from my friends at the Arkansas State Police. What comes with this weekend, unfortunately, is the holiday with the most deaths related to drunk driving. That's right. 0.08 blood alcohol level is illegal. I need to remind y'all that, and they want to make sure people are aware. Make smart decisions while drinking. They don't want you to have to pay all those court costs. They don't want to have to pull you over, give you a ticket, go to jail. They don't want to have to install a device in your car, so every time you crank it up, you have to blow into a device, which then you have to pay for. They don't want you to have to go through all that. So please enjoy the weekend as it is approaching day by day. Spend time with family and friends, but think before you drink. And remember, drive sober or get pulled over. A message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police.
Might as well schedule that trip to Cash, bud, because I'm getting smoked in our bet.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm getting smoked.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I'm about to
killed. It's like 10-1.
Wow.
Y'all a bunch of damn liars, and let me tell you something. When I'm telling you, when November rolls around and it's 35 degrees and y'all call up bitching about how cold it is, that you can't go to the game because it's too cold, I'm going to remind you about this, y'all liars.
If you would have said maybe 25 or 20, then maybe they think about it.
The mid-30s is freezing. It's freezing.
Not that bad.
I grew up in the north. I know what cold is.
But it's not.
I lived on the border of Canada.
Okay,
I know what cold is. This sucks, and it sucks as a fan to sit there in 35 degrees.
35 degrees.
I'll take a Hunsky all day. Ooh, bake me, baby, I'm in.
He is wild. You've lost your mind.
I'm going to remind you all about this.
There's no way. I guarantee you, we're going to be hanging out, 35 degrees, something. You're going to be like, it actually feels nice. Got on a nice little coat.
No, DJ, it doesn't.
A little bit of that.
No.
There's no pair of gloves that can keep your hands warm.
No, there's pairs of gloves. Chuck, I'll put y'all on. You know what? You go see our friends over there at Max. I guarantee you, they'll get you all figured out.
They do have all the things.
Yeah, they got everything you need. Yeah.
I like to wear as little as possible, too, though. When you've got an Adonis kind of physique like I have worked to build, DJ, you try to show it off. I ain't trying to put it under a parka.
I hear you.
I mean, I may see an ab before summer's over, buddy.
You're coming? So you got
eating that biscuits and gravy's not going to help. But I'm thinking
you got
about
to
it.
what 99? Have you been able to stay there?
I don't even know. I haven't waited the last couple of days. I'm more worried about. So I haven't posted the final thing. I'm going to make this about me for 20 seconds here.
It's okay.
I haven't posted the final thing about the whole 5-day whatever did the 96-hour fast because like the third day my kidney started hurting.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't want to like really recommend this strongly if it's related. Now listen. I've gone to the doctor and I've had some pain, a little bit of pain the last few days ever since we started this, like on day 3 of the fast. It is unrelated to most people I've talked to who have done it. Most people that is out of the ordinary. So it may have just triggered something that was already an issue. So I spent some time at Arkansas Urology the last couple of days, and they've been running all kinds of tests on me. Today I was in a tube this morning, and they were like doing a CT scan on my belly.
You were in there, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, this is kind of freaky. I can see why. I've never had an MRI where they like put you in the tube all the way.
It's a little claustrophobic.
I've been
in there.
freaking out.
Yeah.
I can see because I was a little worried. I'm like, can I get out of this tube if there was a fire?
How long is the CT?
It only took like 10 minutes.
Okay, imagine being in there about 45 minutes, not moving.
And you're all tubed up. This thing's just like a ring.
Oh, okay.
It's not even like a tube.
It's not like, the MRI? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So they go in and they're scanning me, and she's just like, I got to find out the final word, but they don't think it's a kidney stone. They think it's something else. So, like, she's talking about, like, running some other weird dye test in my kidney and, like, putting a stent in me, and I'm just like,
hey, you heard it here first.
I can't be stented.
I told you, if something happens, you got one of mine, bro.
I got a fully functioning kidney on the other side.
But just let me give this to you.
Why would you give me one? I have one that works. You're going to have one, and I'm going to have two? That doesn't make sense.
I'll do it for you, man.
You are a sweetheart. Listen, let me buy you pork belly. We'll call it even.
All right, fair.
All right. A couple things here, sports-related. I want to congratulate Caitlin Clark. Broke the WNBA rookie record for three-pointers in a season, and her teammate Kelsey Mitchell became the first Indiana Fever player to score 20-plus 5 games in a row.
Dang.
This organization's been bad for a while. Added up to an 84-80 victory over Connecticut, and that ended the Fever's 11-game losing streak to the Suns, so they are legit coming. They're almost 500 now, 15-16. And they started the year 1-8. So since then, do the math, they're 14-8 since the start of the season. And they're 12-6 record since June 10th, third best in the WNBA over that stretch. So congrats to them. And this is a really good Connecticut team. So that was a really good win for them. They're 22-8 now on the year. So that was a big deal. First time they've lost to the Fever in 3 years. And then I got to give a big game ball to the Cubs. The only thing that would make this better is if this happened against the Cardinals. So the Cubs, admittedly, are not in any kind of contention to win their division. They are on the outside looking in when it comes to the wild card. They're still like 5.5 games out as of this morning. But they just swept the Pirates. So yesterday I look up and I'm like, oh, man, they got a little bit going on here. Some good things are happening. And then I look up and they're facing Pittsburgh, which is fine. Pittsburgh stinks. But Paul Skeens was pitching. Paul Skeens is that dude.
He's a real dude.
DJ, he's that dude.
He is that dude?
He's that dude.
Dang.
When he's not making out with Livy Dunn, he throws 100-mile-an-hour heaters and gets dudes out. That's what he does.
Okay, he's that dude.
So yesterday, Paul Skeens got off to a little bit of a rocky start for him. He left the game with a 7-run lead for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Final score.
And it was a rocky start?
Yeah, he gave up a couple runs, which is rare for him. Final score, Chicago 14, Pittsburgh 10. Their bullpen blew it.
Wow.
Blew it yesterday. Phil Elson, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Phil Elson, and all those Pittsburgh fans. It was fantastic. So the Cubs stay somewhat in the conversation of relevance. They're 2 games over 500 now. Let's go. Sorry, Todd, what?
6 runs in the 9th, 11 in the final 3 innings.
Dang.
So beautiful and delicious. The first time Pittsburgh's lost a game when they had a 7-run lead since 2011, and people are calling for heads now in Pittsburgh, which it may be just enough to get it done.
Can I ask you a baseball question?
You can do anything you want, but let's take a couple of calls as soon as you do. Go ahead.
You remember I was watching I'm trying to get more into baseball because I want to do a little bit more.
We haven't talked about it in a month, but yes, I know you are.
That one game where Batista, who Blue Jays, right?
Yes.
When he hit that 3-run shot and like the place went nuts. I think they were playing against the Rangers. Does that sound right?
Sure.
The bat flip. Yep.
I don't watch the American League.
The bat flip. Leading up to that,
it's a second-rate league.
That shortstop for the Rangers. You think he had money on that game?
I don't know what
Todd,
you're talking about.
I feel like Todd knows.
Rougned Odor?
Maybe. He was a shortstop.
He likes to fight.
Yeah,
I mean,
they fought later on, yeah.
It was some very routine plays that would have got them out of that inning, and he had maybe 2 or 3 of them where I was just like, are you sure this guy doesn't have money on the game? Does that happen a lot in baseball, or is that...
Not if you want to keep playing.
Exactly. Ask Pete Rose that question.
Jeez. It was awful. It was very suspect to me. I just didn't know if that was something about that game because, yeah, that bat flip was pretty cool. But that's who he ended up punching that one time?
Yep.
I wouldn't mess with Bautista either.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he's to be trifled with.
Didn't he get rocked, though? Didn't that dude hit him with a right hook?
Odor, yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't afraid. None of those dudes are. They don't care. They're scrappy. They came up tough, man.
What would be your move if you charging the mound? Are you tackle? You putting them up? Boxing? What are you doing?
No, man, I'm doing the crane kick.
You're going in.
Karate kid that ass. Yeah, you know what I'm doing. Hi!
Just don't wind up like Robin Ventura against Nolan Ryan.
Well, don't fight Nolan Ryan. If you give me a bat, I'm not going against Nolan Ryan's old butt. Let me tell you. What's up, JW?
Dang, you buzz boys sound all buzzed up today for some reason.
Hey, it's game day,
Game day, buddy. I'm excited. Come on now. Woo! Come on.
Yes, sir. I got 2 questions for you. Well, you remember that play Bobby Petrino said that Green didn't like to do or didn't do good, but he wanted to come in first practice and work on that one that he kept having trouble with. Is this the type of game that he would test that out in, or is that a situational play, or is this the time that they worked on it enough that it would work in a bigger game? And my overall question.
Hold on, wait. But before you ask that one, can you give me a little bit more context there? I'm trying to remember exactly what you're talking about. Do you know what Petrino alluded to?
That there was one play that Bobby Petrino really liked that he was having trouble with. And when he asked him to come back in, he said he didn't shy away from it. He said, I'll let you call the play today. And he goes, well, I want to call the one that I'm messing up on.
Yep.
And he said that he was very ecstatic that he wanted to work on the one that he didn't know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that could be a timing type throw play. It depends if you're going to do a mesh rollout to the right or left. I'm not sure exactly what.
It's a wheel route. Love the wheel route.
It's not the wheel route.
I love throwing the wheel
route.
I
was just wondering, playing the Lions, if it's a type of lower tier team that we could practice on them to see if it worked or if that's situational.
I would say it sounds situational the way they were kind of framing it. So if it's one of those, hey, we're going to keep that in the bag and use that when we really need it, I would be very shocked if they put stuff like that. Let's just say this. If we need to run those type of plays today, it'd be a rough day.
Not need to, but his point, I think, is
I know what he's saying.
Tuning up some things.
Yeah, you can tune that up in
you
practice against the ones and really get a good look.
Could I call half the plays and Arkansas still win? Yes or no?
You?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm starting to think so, too. But I appreciate that. I'm also a damn good
What was your second part, J-Dub? Sorry.
He got hung up on.
Oh, you hung up on him?
I thought he was done.
Oh, he had a second question.
Well, C.J. McClain's here, and I'd rather talk to him. I heard from J.W. every day. Sterling, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. That was Tim Anderson who Adore got in that fight with and knocked out.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it wasn't Batiste. That might have been a different outcome with Batiste.
Call this half-truths.
Yeah.
It's like being in Morning Mayhem.
I wasn't sure. I just know somebody got rocked.
Yeah.
I'm learning about baseball. I'm getting there. Give me some time. I'm sorry.
What's up, Sterling?
Oh, that's this upcoming season. The 4.5. Which way did you go in the over-under in Arkansas?
If I had a gun to my head, I'd go over, but I don't have a strong opinion. Did I say under?
4.5?
I'd say over. I'm sorry. I'd
Yeah.
say over. If I said under, I meant say over.
Yeah, me too. I'd go over.
Yeah.
5 wins. 5 wins is doable. I went back again and looked at it.
Oaklawn Sports has a deal where you can either go 4.5 or 5.5 or 6.5, and our boy Dustin was talking about going 5.5 over 5.5.
Ooh, okay.
For some different odds.
Get a little bit more money?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I really did look at it again, and wow, the schedule's tough. Mm-hmm. It's tough. Mm-hmm. And I looked back at our games last year. I've been watching film on transfers at their places that they were before here. I mean, I've really been digging into this, and I don't know. I don't know, Justin.
Just
been
handed an Arkansas schedule. I don't see 6 wins here. What do you think? How many wins exactly? Give me an exact number, Sterling. What are you saying?
5.
Okay. That's not enough. Sterling, thank you for the call. I hope you enjoy your day. You going to the game?
Yes, sir.
Is that the truth?
You got it.
All right, buddy. We'll see you there.
See you.
Swing by the tailgate. C.J. McClain, Razorback great, joining us here at our broadcast location. Grab that. Can you put that up just a little closer? How are you, sir?
Good morning. Doing great.
Does this dude look like he could suit up tomorrow?
I saw him walk across. I saw him pull up right here. I was like, good God.
He's got the guns. Got the frame. You got those big meaty paws.
Is that just natural? Are you one of them guys who can eat whatever and you just stay looking like that?
No.
I
still put
you stay on it, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You know those guys? You come across those dudes, can't stand them.
Yeah, I know. Now, there is some blessing to it.
You got some genetics?
Yeah, some genetics involved for sure. I know you stay in the garage, though.
I stay in the garage. It's hot now, though. It is hot, but I don't have those genetics.
Too bad it's not 38 in there. You'd love it.
Oh, my gosh. It would be the best. All right. What would you rather have, 100 degree or 38?
Not as a player, as a fan.
Oh, well, I mean, that's easy. Well, no, okay.
No pressure. He doesn't know who picked what. He doesn't know. Yeah.
That's 38 is cold.
Okay.
So I guess here I'll put it like this: I can dress for 38.
Mm-hmm.
I can't undress for 100.
You can.
Well,
you may get arrested.
Yeah.
But you can. All right. Well, you're going to go with it. I'm losing. I lost this battle. I thought, knowing what I know about my friends in the South, and I've lived here for 25 plus years, they hate the cold, and I always hear about complaints. Now I'm telling you. Tune back in, CJ, because I'm going to put this question out again in the middle of November, and when it's like a 36-degree kickoff, and people are like, can't go to the game, it's too cold.
No, that's football weather. Like you said, you can bundle up.
No, football weather is 50.
CJ,
that's cold. That's football weather.
If he would have said like 28, that's a different ball game.
Yes,
all right, 38, we can do that. We can manage 38.
You guys are nuts.
A coat, some earmuffs.
Oh, get you a nice hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hear me now. Believe me later. I'm going to be right. I promise you. But anyway, I'm going to lose this bet today. I'm going to buy my pork belly, and it's all good.
Yeah.
I lost. Let's talk about you. What have you been doing?
Well, I'm in Mississippi now. Of course, that's where I was born and raised, and working with Bank of England Mortgage.
Are you in Madison again or somewhere else?
Technically, I grew up in Madison, but the lines moved. My house is now technically in Ridgeland, but it's just kind of the same place.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same place.
So let's talk about your trials and travails since your Razorback days.
Oh,
you were a twister for how long?
Twister, 2 different seasons.
Okay.
That have been 2000, and then again in 2006.
Do you remember when the Twisters were rocking, when they were getting a crowd in there and it was fun?
I was there.
Wild.
Yeah.
Dude, those were such good days.
Yes. Yeah. Intense.
We sell out every home game.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
15,000.
I don't know how you go from like pinnacle to like nobody's going anymore or not as many. I don't know what happened there.
Management had a lot to do with the roster, I think. I don't think as the years went on, they weren't focusing on the Razorbacks. And so that first couple years was just all Hogs.
Oh, wow.
And so you got to go see some of your favorite Hogs continue to play professionally in the state of Arkansas. So
that is cool.
And your last year was that Houston's first year?
Yeah, sure enough.
Okay, so I've talked to a lot of guys. We just had Luke and Sterner was back in town. We talked about the transition from their perspective.
Yeah.
What are your memories about going from Coach Ford to Coach Nutt?
Well, me and Coach Ford had a tumultuous relationship.
Whoa, easy. Yeah. What does this mean?
They didn't get along.
Oh, okay, all right.
And now that I've grown, I would say that I was probably out of line. You know, him being the head coach, the leader, and so regardless of how I felt about how he was treating me, you know, I would deter a young man to react in the way that I did.
Gotcha.
A lot of times. So he and I, we would go back and forth, just kind of having conversations. And
got a little spirited.
Get a little spirited. I remember he made me practice spring game. I was sick. I come out sick. Dean says, "Man, you don't have to practice." I'm standing on the sideline.
Dino trying to take care of you.
I'm standing on the sideline. Danny walks over and he says, "Boy, who told you don't have to practice?" I said, "Well, you know, Dean, man, I'm not feeling good." He said, "You get your, you get in there, you get your steering on." Right, excuse me. So anyway, so I go on.
It's a quote. You're good.
I go on. I get dressed. I come out and I'm mad, and so I end up. It might have been Madre or somebody. I scooped the running back, slam him on his head, and I'm like, "This is what you want."
Nice. Are you not entertained?
Climb the head coach.
He went straight gladiator on him. I love it.
Poor Madre.
So yeah, still good friends to this day.
That's wild.
But I love Houston Nutt, of course.
Yeah. So what do you think? What was your? Because it was funny listening to Clint and Luke. They're both like, "What is with this dude?" When he first walked in. Do you remember your first interaction with him?
Yeah, he still doesn't. If you ask him, he doesn't remember this. But it's hard for me to forget it. The first vehicle they put him in was like a Cadillac DeVille. Maybe it was just
rolling up on him.
Just what they were going. Take this until we get your truck ready. He doesn't even remember this, but I remember getting in this Cadillac with him and riding around because he's had to get the feel for me. I had been kicked off the team. The guy that Tyson, you know how the relationship works there with University of Arkansas and Tyson, reached out to me and said, "Hey man, we got a new coach. You need to go over and meet with him. He wants to, see if he can bring you back on the team." I was packing up my dorm room.
Yeah.
And I go over, I meet with Houston Nutt, we ride, and I spend the weekend with him at his house. And his kids, H3, Hannah, Haley Haven, all of those are kind of like sister brothers to me because this moment that we spent together, I get to sit and have dinner with them for a couple of days. He gets a feel of who I am. It was the purpose. So our relationship was very close right from the beginning.
What happened with you leaving the team? How did that come about?
I like to smoke. We're now I'm grown. Let's just get it. I like to smoke, man. And when I was in college, I got in trouble for smoking, and Danny Ford suspended me the first 3 games of '97, and then. Of course, I probably stopped, and at some point I probably started back again. And he says, "Boy, I'm watching the film," and then he was good for calling you boy. That was a thing that I didn't take too well to. But boy, I'm watching the film.
I've noticed that a few times. Yeah, easy now.
Yeah, boy, I'm watching the film, and you look a little slow. You've been smoking again. But at that point, I didn't admit to it. But another one of my best friends, he had been in a meeting as well before me and told him.
Oh, wow.
So,
what a friend. He already knew.
Yeah.
It's like a lawyer. They don't ask stuff in court unless they know the answer.
Yeah. So he didn't ask me. Just like, "You've been smoking again. You're not going to play anymore for Arkansas."
Oh, man.
I said, "Oh, well, okay. All right.
What was your plan?
Georgia State. I was still very highly touted coming out of my junior year. I had been all SEC 96 and 97. And I was going to go to Georgia State so I could still get ready to play in the draft next year.
They were still pretty – that was a new program then, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, tops in the NAIA or Division II. I'm not sure what but it's not NCAA.
Because they were transitioning about that time, I think, back into FBS or FC. I don't know where they started out.
Yeah, it was right at the beginning.
Was it Bill Curry? Who was the one that took over that program?
Man,
it was a famous coach that kind of led them back.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, I was going to Georgia State, and Houston Nutt brought me back, and the rest was
history.
How do you feel like smoking, whatever it is that you chose to smoke, affected your play?
At the time, I didn't feel like I did. I didn't feel like it did. I mean, I've still performed.
I asked that because I was shocked. Mm-hmm. I've been around some very high functioning smokers at the at the professional level. I mean, game day. I mean, I was just like, wow. But they say it calms me down. It puts me in my zone.
My favorite story I love Beast Mode says he would hit some Hennessy before a game.
Whoa.
He's like,
no surprise.
Take a little shot. And Peyton Manning's like, of what? He's like, Hennessy, what you think? I can just see that.
Yes, well, they recommended it for some players.
Yeah.
You know, like if there was some type of ailment that treatment, therapy couldn't heal, you know, like back was a good thing. Man, I got these back spasms, coach, and they tried everything. And they were like, well, you can smoke.
Interesting.
So it was just kind of, to me, it didn't seem fair. I don't know, it was still not against the rules. But
I have one more question, then we got to hit a break. Can you stick around, then we'll talk about what you're up to today?
Sure enough.
I've never asked a defensive player this. I've only talked to the offensive guys. After the fumble in the Tennessee game, what's a defense thinking? Are you thinking, all we got to do is get one more stop, or you think, damn, we had a chance, it's over?
Because of the nature of that team, that was the first response, but then if you go back and watch the film, the second response had to be what was really happening, because we were deflated.
Yeah.
In Tennessee, they handed the ball off in like a minute and a half. They didn't drop back and throw a bomb. They just went left, right.
Was it Travis Henry? Who was the running back?
10, Travis Henry, 10 here, 15 here, 20 here.
Deflated.
Win. Yeah.
I mean, I guess in y'all mind, that was a game.
Yeah.
I would almost compare it to how we all thought as soon as that dude hit that ball up in the air in the World Series. Everyone thought it was over.
Yeah.
That was it. Couldn't bounce back from it. Oh, it's tough.
You guys got put in a tough spot.
Yeah, we did.
I asked Clint this year for the first time. I said, what was the call? It was he said it was like a play accident. They were just going to dump it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man. And the thing is, again, you go. It was second and short, I think. If you just go down with the ball, clock keeps running.
Yeah.
Or maybe they call timeout. I think they either had one timeout or no timeouts left.
Yeah.
And you live to play third down, and then you punt it away and take your chances. Because if they would have had to go 80 yards, I think y'all would have been fine.
Yeah.
But, man.
Dang, don't you hate those games, the shoulda, coulda, woulda games?
Yeah, character building.
Yeah, they are.
But you were part of the group that flipped the program back on the right foot and got you guys going the right direction. It was the beginning of some special things. I want to talk to you about War Memorial memories and then what you're doing now when we come back. CJ McLean's with us here at our tailgate. We're next to Doublebee's and the legend, Quinn Groby, just rolled up in here. Quinn looks like he's lost about 50 pounds.
Yeah, he looks good.
He looks lean. You got two dudes that look like they can suit up today.
He's on Ozempic.
Oh, there's going to be a couple of numbers that people have never seen on the Razorback roster out there today. It's like, I don't know who these two dudes are, a couple of rookies. I'd love to see you guys suit up for a couple of plays. You think you could go?
What? 3.
3 plays?
You get your 3 plays?
I can get 3.
What down?
I'm going to have to be
third down?
Third down. Yeah. Just bring me in on third down. Yeah.
That's it.
And we'll flip the field.
When's the last time you pulled a hamstring?
Yeah, that would be part of the issue.
Yeah.
Last time I raced a kid. Yeah.
Would you feel confident sprinting full speed right now?
For money, probably.
Yeah. I'd pull something. There's no doubt in my mind I'd pull something.
No doubt. It's 10:52. When we come back, we'll visit a little more with CJ. Yeah, Quinn's over here getting some sauce. He's going to try to put that weight back on. He looks good. I can't get over it.
Yeah, he's rolling.
I mean, last time I saw him, I was like, Quinn, you can a little chubby.
Yeah.
He's kept man now, you know.
No,
so
he's tight.
Yeah.
He's got it real tight.
Yeah. I'm impressed. All right, we're back in a sec.
Razorback game day.
Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up to the hill. Let Point S Arkansas take care of that for you. Whether it's tires, brakes, shocks, or just a general service, Point S has you covered. They have brands such as Falcon, Toyo, Kumo, Blackhawk, and more. So visit one of their locations today. Tire Town Point S in Benton, Bartlett Tire Point S in Heber Springs, Fleet Tire Point S in Russellville and Pottsville. Proud sponsors of the Red White Report on the Zone, Point S Tires, online at pointstire.com.
Attention Razorback fans, the season kickoff is here, and there's only one place to celebrate, Brewski's. With 2 locations, downtown and north, we've got your game day plans covered. Come watch the first Arkansas Razorback game with us on the Brewski-tron this Thursday, August 29th at 6:30 p.m. Then, join the after party at Brewski's North with live music featuring Jake Dale that'll keep you rocking all night long. That's Brewski's, where Razorback fans go to play.
Make this summer one to remember by stopping by Arch Marine in North Little Rock. Arch is all about creating fun on our lakes and rivers. You have to come by and see the new 2024 G3 Tri-Tunes, the hottest and coolest ride out there. We're easy to find. Take the Levy exit.
Online gaming in our state exists today, whether it's betting horses on your phone, which began over a decade ago, or sports apps like Bet Saracen. Arkansas has legal online gaming now. But Arkansas is also inundated with illegal online casinos, mostly linked to China, and some with ties to organized crime, even terrorism. The question is not, do we want online gaming? It's already here. The question is, do we want to regulate it, protect children from doing it, and prevent offshore companies from making a fortune at our state's expense? Saracen has a plan that will generate millions in new tax dollars, kick out China-linked casinos, and also raise NIL money for every college athletic program in Arkansas. What sports fan would be against raising NIL funds for the Hogs, Red Wolves, UCA, UALR, UAPB, and the other schools? And why?
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
You're invited to the grand opening of the Cottages at Texarkana, September 11th, 4 to 6 p.m., 4701 Jefferson Avenue. The Cottages at Texarkana is a brand new long-term care and short-term rehabilitation community. RSVP at cottages@texarkana.com.
Certainly you can go to art museums today and you can see exhibitions of antique cars, motorcycles. But this is the first time that an F1 car has been in an art museum.
So would the residents of Arkansas be expecting an F1 car in their backyard? Thanks to Stevens, we've got this opportunity to expand the reach of F1 and Williams and bring the sport to brand new audiences.
We are literally putting this F1 car on a pedestal because it's a work of art.
It is 10:56. We're only going to have a couple more minutes here with C.J. McClain. Razorback great on the defensive side of things. What is your best War Memorial memory, C.J., before we talk about Bank of England, what you're up to?
It would have to be Kentucky. Yep,
Yeah.
98, Tim Couch. He set the NCAA record for passing yards, I believe, and passing touchdowns. And
did you get after him?
Yep, I got 2 sacks. I was a player of that game, and I remember Coach Nutt telling us in the practice before the hand that the first penalty, he's like, "You hit him. Don't you guys. If he close, you go ahead and him. First penalty's on me."
Now you get thrown out of the game.
Yeah. No, he said the first one's on me.
Hey, it's on me.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with Bank of England Mortgage?
Loan officer. To me, it's a spectacular story because I know Bank of England is an Arkansas company, but I was connected with the group out of Ridgeland in Mississippi. So it's actually my first time coming here and meeting with the headquarters, the home office guys, and I got a bunch of swag. I'm wearing Bank of England stuff now.
Nice.
They gave me bags of clothes.
We got goodies and stickers.
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
stuff.
I brought a few things.
Got a
for
little
these
dog.
Guys.
Yeah.
And
but you're just getting going in this, yeah?
Yeah, I've been about a year actually, and so I'm federally licensed in 50 states. Okay. So that's one of the things that I was trying to get out to my Razorback fans, friends, associates. Is I can do your loan anywhere in the nation, no matter where you are. But one thing that really sets Bank of England apart is, like I was telling you guys, the guys who make the money actually do the work. You know, and they're like, we're 1898 established out of England, Arkansas, not London, England.
Yeah.
And so I've had that question a few times. But yeah, we're a local company. Started out with a small bank, one small bank, and now grew up into a mortgage division.
We only got 30 seconds, but how do people get a hold of you?
You can go to mortgagehog.com.
Okay.
That's mortgagehawg.com.
Like
and start your home buying process there. You can email me at cjmcclain@boemortgage.com.
And where are you going to be today?
We're going to be at corporate spot number 25. We'll have some.
Are you on Markham? Kind of all around?
It's right on the corner of Markham.
Look for CJ. Look at the guy that looks like he can still go.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
At the heart of historic downtown Russellville, the Old Bank offers an upscale dining experience. With the freshest ingredients and creative touches, their menu has an item for everyone. From their signature lump crab cake to a classic blue cheese poutine, BLT wedge salad to hand-cut prime steaks. They aim to cater everyone. And that's not all. Upstairs at the Old Bank, you can enjoy live entertainment Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with trivia, comedy shows, karaoke, live music, and more. Old Bank in downtown Russellville.
It's sizzling outside, but Saracen Casino's August car giveaway is even hotter. With a price tag of more than $114,000, the Lexus LC500 convertible is absolutely smoking. Just visit Saracen, use your free player's card, and play to win Saracen's most expensive vehicle prize to date. Play often for your chance at winning a red-hot Lexus convertible this Saturday.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Walt Coleman on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Kentucky Derby winner Sigma Supply with Mystic Dan, now a part of Brady Plus. If you're not using Sigma Supply, you got low-grade product, man.
1037 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
It's game day in the capital city as the Arkansas Razorbacks take on the UAPB Golden Lions at War Memorial Stadium. LRPD has some traffic reminders. General admission parking opens at 10 this morning. Also starting at 10, Fair Park will be a one-way street for northbound traffic only between I-630 and Markham. Expect some delays and other street closures. Watch for flashing red lights at intersections and be mindful of police and pedestrians walking around. Little Rock City officials are giving more insight into a penny sales tax initiative to be voted on this November. The plan would upgrade Hinman Park and transform War Memorial Park into Little Rock Central Park. The city would also build an indoor and outdoor sports complex. It would include 30 basketball and volleyball courts, space for concerts, and other gatherings. It would also include 10 flex fields for baseball, football, and more. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be mostly cloudy and still hot today with a high of 95 degrees, plus a chance of late day showers and thunderstorms even leading up to kickoff at War Memorial Stadium. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Riverfront Steakhouse Special. Dinner for two for $60. 10-ounce filet, fried shrimp, 2 sides, and our famous salad bar. Only $60. Good Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night.
Trey Schapp here with Chris Shinup of the Arkansas Urology Foundation. Chris, did you know that prostate cancer is diagnosed about every 2 minutes in the U.S.?
Yeah, Trey, prostate cancer is the most common, but it's the most curable as long as it's caught early, and we're proud to be hosting Kickoff to Men's Health in North Little Rock this September.
Men get screened and win a free TV?
That's right, plus a life-saving prostate cancer screening on September 19th from 4 to 7 p.m.
For more information, visit ArkansasUrology.com and sign up today for the 20th annual Kickoff to Men's Health presented by Baptist Health.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams September holiday sale and get 30% off paints and stains from August 30th through September 9th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Wait. Skechers put the S in comfort?
Yes, comfort you have to feel to believe. Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Let me try. Okay, I'm just stepping in and... Oh, wow. Skechers put the S in comfort.
Duh, we told you.
Find Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Hey, Raj, have you checked out Scoops in Little Rock? The new homemade ice cream spot with the drive-thru? Yep, it's amazing. Right, they've got coffee, cookies, pastries, and breakfast sandwiches, all local brands. We know about Scoops' one-of-a-kind ice cream, but the blackberry market scones, the killer croissantery breakfast sandwiches, and you know from me, the Lava's coffee. And they're open 365 days a year, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., which is perfect morning coffee for me and a late-night ice cream run for you. Gotta love it. I'm going to be there every day, Raj. Scoops at the corner of Broadway and 3rd in downtown Little Rock. Come taste the best.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Christy Pettit in Maumelle, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Madison Buse in England.
Bradford Marine ATV has your new Ranger fiberglass or Ranger aluminum boat in stock and ready for the lake. And with only a few remaining, you can save thousands. All Ranger boats must be sold now. And if you're ready for family summer fun, then come check out the new Ranger pontoon and get huge discounts. With on-the-spot financing, deep discounts, and great selection, come visit your local Bradford Marine and ATV today at any of their 6 statewide locations. We're Bradford Marine and ATV, your local Ranger dealer.
And now, another life lesson from Craig O'Neill, the carpool lane. Ever figured out how much total time you spend in the carpool lane at your kid's school? You want to shorten it? Get a Genesis GV80 from Genesis of Conway. So sleek and engineered for perfection, you get a STEM education just looking at it. The school staff will be so taken with it, you'll get bumped up to the head of the carpool lane every school day. Exaggerating? Yeah, but this isn't. Genesis of Conway, where you get the future of luxury today.
103.7 The Buzz is proud to bring you college football talk with Mark May every Thursday morning on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, The Meat People, and by Dugan's Pub, located in the River Market.
The Arkansas Sports Festival state championships are on October 12th and 13th at game time at the grounds in Cabot and the Sherwood Sports Complex. They will have the following sports for youth, adult, and all age divisions: 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 basketball, volleyball, tackle and flag football, girls fast pitch softball, and pickleball. Register at USCSports247.com.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acree and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not.
All right, welcome back. Hour 2 in the zone. We are live at War Memorial Stadium, sort of. Across the street at the Doublebees. We're on the backside of it in this parking lot. Look for the Buzz tent when you drive down Fair Park. You will see us. And we're going to be joined by the diminutive Quinn Grovey here in a moment. Quick red-white report, and then we'll get to it. Give you all you need to know.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Point S Tires. Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up the hill. Check them out online at pointstire.com.
Ah, yes. Let's get to it. Razorback football today, DJ. No more chit-chatting, no more prognosticating. It's time to hit somebody.
Thursday night college football.
6:30 kick. That means pregame from Learfield begins at 3:30. Quinn Grovey will be part of the coverage. We'll talk to him in moments. And our coverage starts at 2:30 with the Hog Wild Game Day Show.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a short and out of bounds, hand it off to Trey and Baz, and then right on into Learfield, and we're going to rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Let's have it. So should be a fun one tonight. Don't forget about the First Security fifth quarter post-game show. First of a dozen plus, hopefully 13. maybe 14, maybe 15.
What are you talking about? Stop. Stop.
I don't know. Anyway,
no disrespect,
At least 12. Anyway, looking forward to it tonight, and we'll see you in there. Again, don't forget to come by the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate Party. We're going to be here until about 6 o'clock. I think we're going to wrap it up. Chuck!
6 o'clock, wrap it up.
Chuck, you going to lock people out at 6? We're done at 6?
Yeah.
Okay, Chuck.
Also, too, got to give a shout-out to my Picture Nation family.
Yes.
They hosted them last night at the house.
I saw Sawyer.
Yeah.
He was out at Sauce last night. He knows where to go.
I had Jacob and Evan with me. They're getting all rested up. Our pregame show starts at 5 on KARK and KNWA up there in Northwest Arkansas. So we got a 30-minute show before we kind of get things up and running. We're going to do breakdowns. I'm actually working on my Taylon Green breakdown, some film I've watched on him, a younger one, and I'm really curious to see what I see on film. I'm not super excited about, but I do think when I was watching this offense, I watch more than just the highlights, Justin. I try to watch the whole game.
You watch the lowlights?
God, they had some awful play calls, and so I'm very excited to see
Boise did when he was there?
Oh, my God. 1st and 10, let's run the draw. 2nd and 14, we're going to run the draw again. 3rd and 14, guess what they did? Ran the draw. I about hell lost my mind. I was like, what are we doing? So that being said, I'm curious to see how effective Coach Bobby Petrino is at really tailoring these quarterbacks to fit his offense.
Taylon and his game plan. Taylon.
Oh, you want to say Taylor in it?
Taylon.
Yeah, let's Taylor.
All right, let's bring in the quarterback guru, Quinn Grovey. Give it to me.
It's time to groove with Grovey, with an all-time great Razorback quarterback.
Takes it, cuts inside to the 10 to the 5. He'll score. Touchdown. Quinn Grovey, showing the great athletic ability, did it his way.
Current Razorback broadcast analyst Quinn Grovey. Groovin' with Grovey is brought to you by Bell & Sword at 1011 Oak Street in Conway. From boots to suits, they have everything for the best-dressed man. Now, let's groove.
Well, not only do we get to talk to Quinn, we get to do it in person.
Nice.
And if you don't recognize him, if you're watching us on the live stream, it's because he is a shell of his former self, but in all the right ways.
He's trying to go play. He's trying to get a couple more snaps in.
The once highly disciplined quarterback is back to it. He is on the good foot, as Pat Bradley likes to say. Looking good, my friend.
Yeah, I had to let it go. I mean, I was fat. It was very difficult for me to just really get out of the bed, put on socks, all that kind of stuff. Just
is that what I'm going through? Like I put on my sock.
Oh man, you got to take a deep breath, like you'd like to dive down in a 10-foot pool and really try to keep air to get there. But I had to do it, man. I was so tired, and so I've done it a lot of times. I've lost a lot of weight, and you would think, DJ, as a Division I athlete, you know that you understand how you can lose weight and all that kind of stuff. But as you get older, you got to understand the macros. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand how protein, carbs, and how your body's burning, which fuel source you want to use, and all that kind of stuff.
You sound like me. You must be like me. We're around some athletes who it's just easy, natural. They don't have to worry about that. I've always been somebody who can gain or lose weight if I decide to.
That's right.
But I have learned in the past 2 years, why is it more difficult nowadays?
Because you're getting old.
Is that what it is? But you're right. The macros, you got to pay attention to that. So I'm in my season 2 where about 2 months ago, I was like, all right, what are we doing? This is enough. So I'm on my way down. The key is we got to keep it that way.
That's right. And that's why I understand. And I think finally, the first time in my life, I think I really understand it. And I think I really have I'm going to eat. I love to eat. But it's really about understanding what I can eat. I don't eliminate any foods. I just understand the calorie deficit I need to be in. I'll still drop a donut on you. I'll still have a beverage. I'll still do all that.
Pork belly.
But it's but it's just really about understanding what I can put in my body, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going back. I am not going back. I can tell you that.
Don't you wish we knew that when we played?
100%. But, we worked out so much that we didn't really – it didn't even
just
matter
imagine
back
what
then.
It could have been.
Oh, my goodness. But I do want to say, man, I love you two guys together,
Thank you.
I know you and Wes have been together for a long time, and, boy, when you pick DJ –
man.
I listen to y'all all the time, and
Thanks,
so I open up the app, and I'll listen from Fayetteville, so y'all do a great job.
Appreciate it.
It's good to see the chemistry between both of y'all.
It's fun. We're having a good time for sure. And now it's really going to be fun because we got football to talk about.
That's
so,
right.
All right, so listen, I mean, again, no disrespect to UAPB, but you're going to look at this game a little different than you do if Arkansas is lined up against LSU. What are you looking for to judge today's success?
Well, there's a lot that you can look at. And I know everybody will talk about, okay, line of scrimmage, dominance, offensively and defensively, short yardage plays, being able to pick up that 3rd and 1, not get 4th and 1, what happens in the red zone, goal line opportunities, all that kind of stuff. I believe all that's important. But the one thing that's the most important for Razorback fans and this Razorback football team is there's a lot of hope because Bobby Petrino's here. There's a lot of hope because Taylor Green is here. We all hope that everything is going to go well. Tonight, you've got to see it happen. Mm-hmm. And if you're this football team is rallied around Taylor Green. They they hope that he's going to be able to do what they need him to do, be able to create those explosive plays, be able to lead, do all that kind of stuff. They got to be able to see it. And once they see it, I think that's going to be the biggest thing. So for me, Taylor Green's an extension of Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino gives you a lot of hope. And so you've got to be able to have success from Taylor Green, knowing that if there's one thing that has to happen, he's got to be very confident and he's got to have success, because that's going to be the linchpin that says, okay, we've put our faith in a guy that we know can do it. He's shown us he can do it, and we'll be ready to head into Oklahoma State. So fans have got to leave here saying Taylor Green's great.
Do you think it can happen that quickly? Because when you hear things of Coach Petrino, what he said, I really didn't like where he would release the ball. He would have it a little low. He wouldn't use all of his height, so we've changed that motion. And you have a guy, Taylor, he's probably doing that his whole life. Mm-hmm. One more thing he has to think about, the complexity of the offense. I mean, so many things. As great as Ryan Mallett was, he was better every year that he played. Yep. And it just takes time, I believe, to get to that level. Landscape of college football has changed. People coming in, people going out. Yep. You only got maybe a year, maybe 2 with somebody to get something done. Do you think it could happen that fast? I mean, I just don't see a well-oiled, fine-running Bobby Petrino offense that just got figured out in an offseason. Yeah. I feel like it takes more time than that. I
love that, and I'm tracking with you. And what you're saying to me is really spot on. I'll go back to Bobby Petrino's first year when Casey Dick was here. Mm. The offense improved from the previous year, and it wasn't as explosive as it was with Mallett or Tyler. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you could see that they had more productivity. So Bobby Petrino, in my opinion, is a guy who can do more with less. Yep. He's an equalizer when it comes to closing the gap if you don't have as much talent. Now, looking at Taylor Green, he comes from Boise State. Sure, he's got some mechanical things that he's got to work through, but he's never had a guy like Bobby Petrino. Mm-hmm. Bobby Petrino has evolved in his thought process and what he's done from an offensive schematic standpoint with Lamar Jackson. Even if you go back to what he did at Missouri State, he had a running quarterback. And so I will compare Casey Dick's first year, or Bobby Petrino's first year, with this year. I think that Taylor Green will be fine from a passing standpoint. He's going to have to complete, a higher percentage than he has in the past. Ball placement's going to be critical because yards after the catch is so big in this offense. But the one thing that can really allow Bobby Petrino to elevate this offense quicker than it normally would be is the fact that Taylor Green can do that RPO. Mm-hmm. He can do some option stuff. And when you have to respect the quarterback, now you make it an 11-on-11 game. Mm-hmm. And with that, now that secondary's got to play it a little bit differently, even when you do that play action. I mean, somebody's got to be looking to see if he's going to hand it to Quentin Jackson or Rashad or that defensive end. They've got to play responsibility football. So I do believe that simply because you've got a running quarterback, that's the great equalizer. You can call those plays. He can go 60 or 70 at any point in time. That's why I think that even though Bobby Petrino's offense, or most offenses in the first year are not as good as they are in the third year, but I think when you got a guy like Taylor Green, his athletic ability just gives you that opportunity.
Like the running back room, I got to ask about Russell because, we've seen some really good ones come through Central Arkansas. I think about guys like Cedric Cobbs and obviously McFadden. But Russell he's a different-looking dude now at running back. What do you think about his chances of being a big contributor?
I like him. Bobby's going to use him. Like when DJ and them were playing. They Broderick Green and all those guys. Big guys. Dude. Oh, big guys like that. And so, a lot of people think, Bobby, he's going to throw it all over the place, and he is going to do that. But that play-action game is so critical. He likes to have a guy from a 4-minute offense standpoint that can close the game out. Put him in the red zone. Put a big guy in there that can be very physical at the point of attack. Braylon Russell is a guy who can get to the house on you too. So I just think that from a running back perspective, you're going to need all 4 or 5 of those guys. And the SEC is very, very difficult. So being able to run in a guy that's 6'3", 253 pounds or whatever after you run in a guy that's 6'2", 230 pounds, and you got the little shake and bake guys out there as well, I think he can really add a value to this offense. Anytime you've got 4 guys who have different running styles, I think one of those running styles will always be able to resonate against that defense. And so we'll just have to see. But I think it could be a game-by-game thing. But Braylon Russell is going to be a key component to this offense.
Talking to Quinn Grovey for just tuning in, brought to you by Bell & Sword up in Conway, where we all like to get booted and suited. I know Quinn redid the wardrobe. You have to get a few of those suits taken in again now, huh?
Hey. Had to.
No doubt.
I went in there and I was looking like – I went in there and got my first suits, and I was like, oh, I'm so clean. But I was fat. I was clean, though. I was clean. And then I come back in. I said, man, Eric, hey, I need to be resized. They resized me. Then Eric Sellers resized me again. And so I was able to stop in on my way to the game – or, excuse me, to Little Rock this week. They got the suits clean. I'm tight. I'm tight. They say, but if you lose 10 more, we got to tighten you up. But when you got those guys like that, they got you looking good. So I'm a Bell & Sword fan.
Listen, good tailor's hard to beat. Gotta have
goodness.
it.
Well, where were the tailors at? You know that year LeBron and Carmelo and all the guys drafted?
With the tails?
What are we doing?
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah.
That's how I look.
That's how it was when you lost the weight. That's what your suits look like.
And I put that suit on. It's like I could have thrown up balls and caught them in my pants and stuff. Yeah.
Quinn,
that's great.
We went from big question mark at linebacker to blink, and now it's like we have so many linebackers. We have to change our scheme to get them all on the field.
Love them.
What happened?
I don't know. I mean,
maybe they recruited better than they thought they were going to. We thought they were
going to. You could say. I mean, but Travis Williams is a guy people want to play for. And, man, he's got some athletic linebackers. That's the position group I continue to talk about. You know, I love Bumper. I love Grant. I love all the linebackers we've had in the past. But you want to continue to find linebackers that meet that SEC. Like, our linebackers always look different than the Alabama linebackers or the Georgia linebackers or whatever. This is going to be a group of linebackers. Every time we did an interview with them, I was like, man, muscles are popping out of the back. I mean, dude, like, oh, my. I'm like, these guys, and then you watch them in practice, sideline to sideline. And they're smart. I mean, they can run, they can thump. That defensive front does their job. Those linebackers, you'll have a couple of linebackers, again, over 100 tackles like Bumper and Grant. But I just think that you've got so many of those guys. You may find different scenarios where you put them in a game in pass rushing situations or whatever to get those athletic guys on the field. I mean, like a guy like Larry Worth, you're like, do we play him at safety? Do we play him at nickel? Do we play him at linebacker? Whatever. You got a guy like that that's long that come in. And I think that this linebacker group will be really, really good. I think it's going to be one of the best units on the field.
I love that. That's good. Let's take a quick call here. We got Jimmy on the line. He's got a question for Quinn. Jimmy, go ahead.
Hey, Quinn, I got my tickets. Looking forward to the game tonight. I want to know from what you've seen, is Petrino and the offense going to be able to make up those 7 to 10 points that we couldn't do last year? And I'll hang up and listen.
Well, I said this, and, I was just looking at last year, and I think Petrino increased A&M's point total by 6 or 7 points last year. And so I think he'll be able to – I just look at Petrino – I know what he understands defense so well. And if you're a quarterback, if you just do what he asks you to do and be able to handle the pressure in practice, the game is going to be easy. And the athletic ability of Taylor Green is just so undeniable, in my opinion. Bobby Petrino is going to put him in a position where I think this offense will go from 26 points a game to 33 points a game. So, yeah, I would say I think he's worth anywhere from 4 to 7 points just simply being on your roster. And you've lost a lot of close games this past season. So, yeah, I think that gives you an opportunity to get over that 4.5 that everybody's talking about.
You keep talking about the athletic ability of Talon and his ability, from what we heard, to be coachable. And what Coach Petrino could do with a guy like, I was shocked to see what he could do with, Lamar Jackson. It helps having him. But his ability to adjust with the talent that he has. We had a guy that, when you describe fast, could throw the ball, hard to take down, make plays with his legs. His name is KJ Jefferson.
That's right.
Why do you think Coach Petrino wasn't like, hey, let me talk to this guy and convince him that this is the place? What benefit do you think he saw with Talon more than he would with the KJ?
Man, that is a great question, and that's one I wish I knew the answer to.
Yeah.
But KJ, I think there's a couple of different things you got to look at with that. I think KJ I mean, that's a guy who leads the program in every stat out there.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that everybody got tired of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's just kind of really, I mean, at the end of the day, he got tired of this, even though he enjoyed being here. He understands that it's part of his history, but he's like, man, I need to go. And then when you can try to land
my
with
Corvette's going to look really good in Orlando.
and you can land with a guy like Gus Malzahn, because KJ really looks up to a guy like a Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And so he's really thinking about, I got 1 year left. I've been here for 4 years. I own every record here. Let me figure out how I can get to the NFL.
Yeah.
And he feels like that's his best route. So I don't know how much Bobby Petrino would have been able to do with that. But I mean, and the other thing is, if you look at last season, KJ had to learn a new offense with Dan Enos.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one of the things that slows you down. And as a quarterback, that slows your play down an awful lot. Now, he's going to learn a new offense with Gus Malzahn, too, as well. But it's going to be, okay, we're not, Dan Enos was more of, let's get him ready for the pros, or, pro offense, pro style. Gus is going to be doing that Kendall Brown stuff. They're going to be running and doing all the things that makes KJ feel very comfortable. I still believe if Kendall Brown was here, KJ would have been more of a NFL candidate than he was with Dan Enos, just simply because of the productivity. So, look, I don't know why KJ left, but at the end of the day, I'm glad we got Taylor Green, and I'm glad that he's a sponge, man. I mean, you ought to see that guy in the film room. Bobby Petrino really teaches. You can go in there and cut the tape on all day long and just kind of watch. Oh, man, that's a great play. But you got to really understand how to watch film.
Yeah.
And people who really understand how to watch film can gain an advantage. Yeah, it's a big deal. So I just think that everything that Bobby Petrino is doing is going to allow this guy to be successful. I don't see any way it can't be successful. And I know that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful, and Razorback fans don't get mad at me if something goes bad. But I'm just telling you right now, I just don't see how it's not going to be successful with Bobby Petrino and Taylor Green.
I love it. I want to ask you one last thing. We'll let you get out of here. You can stay as long as you want, and there's lunch for those of us who still eat.
For still eat. Still.
There was a comment that was sort of innocuous. Tom Murphy asked at the end of the press conference with Coach Pittman the other day about media access. And he said, you guys are our family. I thought he said all the right things. And I loved the way he handled it, because I thought some of the stuff last year with the media was a little contentious. More importantly, he said 3 times, this is a big year. And he felt like some things got out last year that maybe hampered them or hurt them or gave an advantage to the opponent. This is a big year. Every year's a big year, right? But he said big year. And when the head coach tells me that makes me think this is a do-or-die deal for him. Do you feel like he's at that point?
Well, I think he understands he needs to win football games. I mean, I just think that that's evident. I mean, I think when you get in this business, your production is really the key. And so 4 wins, I think Sam really understands. He don't want to be 4-8. Nobody wants to be 4-8. But I think he understands that I've got to win football games at the University of Arkansas. And so this is one of those deals where I think that Sam has been here. This is 5th year. He's more comfortable, and he's more comfortable with the fact that I'm the Razorback coach, and if it works out, I want it to work out. I'm going to do everything I can to work out. But if not, then it's been a great run, and let's get somebody else in here to do it. But I think he's done the right thing with the coordinators. I think he's hit on a lot of people in the transfer portal. And I think that, I mean, every time I talk to him, I mean, there's that little smirk, that little smile like, and you hadn't seen that the years before, but it's more like, we about to show him what's up.
He does seem confident. He really seems to like this team, and that's exciting.
Love.
And for you as a broadcaster, it's a hell of a lot more fun when they're winning. That's for sure. Okay, I lied. I'm going to ask you one more thing. Okay. Tommy Smith invented the term coreless. You coreless something, meaning you can't have the obvious choice. Okay? So you can't choose the Houston game. I'm going to coreless that. Okay. What are your favorite moments, couple favorite moments from your War Memorial Days outside of that?
I'll be honest with you. It will be something not on the field. I mean, so that the Houston game was really incredible. But for me, back when we played, and DJ doesn't know anything about, we didn't have lights in Fayetteville, so we couldn't play night games in Fayetteville. That's why we played sometimes up to 4 games here.
How they have a stadium with no lights?
No lights. We brought in the lights one time for a game in '89 against Baylor. We played them on ESPN. ESPN brought in temporary lights, and so that was. I don't think it was the first game that Nightfall took place, but it was one of those games that was big. But that's why we came down here so much, and we were so amped up. So, you can play 11 o'clock game or 1 o'clock game or 2 o'clock game in Fayetteville, or you can play 6 o'clock here in or in Little Rock. And so we were always excited about coming here. So I say all that to say, we used to stay in the old Ramada Inn in Conway, Arkansas. It's oh man, it was our spot. Let's just say that. It was our spot. And we, for a guy from Duncan, Oklahoma, we used to have every Friday night a seafood buffet. And so I'm eating all the crab legs, all the calamari, shrimp, all that kind of stuff. And so just staying at and coming down to Conway and staying at that Ramada Inn was such a cool experience. And then the biggest thing is coming down Markham.
Ooh.
When you come down Markham.
They're different down here.
Oh, yeah. When you come down Markham.
And you see them?
You get your mind right then, and you're like, this is why we do what we do.
Hitting on the bus.
That's right.
Banging on the bus.
100%.
About then he starts bumming. He's like, man, I shouldn't eat that calamari. that's risky business, that board game.
But it was
good.
It's incredible, man. It's incredible. So it's really just images that I still have to this day about driving down that road and seeing that this is who you're playing for, and this is what you're excited about doing, and they're here to see you.
Yeah.
So they're here to perform. I'm here to put on a show for you, and that's a big deal.
Enjoy it. You're going to put on a show for us on the radio. So listen in for Quinn and the crew. It's going to be a good one tonight. Should be a lot of fun, and appreciate you coming over today.
Yeah,
Thanks,
absolutely, man. You guys are great.
All right.
Thank you.
That's Quinn Grove. We got to hit a break. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to talk to Dr. O'Malley from UAMS, talk about some sports injuries, 11:45. We've got Mayor Scott coming on. I know he's excited.
Oh, yeah.
He gets to host football in his city, so he's hyped.
Let's make it happen.
Got to.
Yeah.
Got
Before
to.
we go, I'm going to give you a message, my friends over there at Russell Chevrolet. Man, they got a lot right now full of pre-owned vehicles that are priced to sell. They're trying to take care of you, y'all. Going out to Sherwood. They've been a part of that community in Sherwood in North Little Rock for over, let me do the math. Y'all can help me do it. Since 1963. Man, they really been doing their part. And I tell you, the people there, I'm not someone who doesn't tell it how it is. I will say this with all my heart, man. They really are great people over there at Russell. Ginger and their brother Brett, everybody, they really do mean it when they say when you bump into a Russell, it's going to be great service. So beyond the people who really look out for you, take care of you, they're not going to take advantage of you. They want to help you out. I also want to tell you about a special they got going on still you can take advantage of, 5.9, 84 month. When it comes to the financing for the Silverado and half-ton as well. So please go out there, check them out, take advantage of the great deals. I know it's tough right now when it comes to buying cars with these interest rates. They're trying to take care of you, and they have a whole lineup of all the Chevy cars as well. Visit their whole inventory at Chevrolet.com, RussellChevrolet.com.
It's your Razor Hog update as Out of Bounds keeps you updated from the hill. Presented by Bradford Marine and ATV, your Ranger Boat Super Headquarters. BradfordMarine.com.
This is Sports Center.
Yordan Alvarez hit 3 home runs Wednesday, and 24-year-old right-hander Spencer Arrigati carried a no-hit bid into the 8th inning as the Houston Astros beat the Philadelphia Phillies 10-0. Arrigati lost the no-hitter when Austin Hayes reached on an infield single to start the 8th inning. Sticking with baseball, John Kenzie Noel's RBI single provided the go-ahead run in the 7th inning Wednesday as Cleveland beat Kansas City 7-3. Cleveland had trailed 5-2 entering the 7th inning. They avoided a 4-game sweep with its major league leading 37th comeback win, and the Chicago Cubs scored 11 runs in the final 3 innings. They beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 14-10. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
What's your Oaklawn? Is it hitting the slots for fun and high fives? Or having a round at Silk's Bar and Grill before the action? Play your way at Oaklawn's 24/7 non-smoking casino. With 1,500 slot machines, live roulette, craps, and blackjack. A sports book where you can watch and wager on your favorite games and live entertainment at Pop's Lounge. You'll never run out of fun. It's time for more winning and more excitement at Oaklawn. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Chicago-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
For me, the sun rises and sets with
The Zone.
Yeah.
We know how you feel. Don't worry. You're back in the zone with Justin Eckrey and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
Is this thing on? Welcome back. We're at the tailgate here at Doublebee's. It's the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate. Just a handful of folks here. Quinn Grophy's hanging around for a few minutes. Alyssa Orange just popped over from Pig Trail. She's going to do a live shot over here. So if you want to meet some famous people, now's a good time. Or get you a barbecue sandwich or both. Our friends from Petrus Farms are cooking it up. They're selling sauces, they're selling seasonings, and they're giving away food. So I want you to come by and see them and come by and see us. We're going to be here until 1 o'clock, and then actually we're going to hang out a little bit longer than that. We're going to run down Dr. O'Malley here. I'm going to send you that number right now. And there we go. I'm not sure what the deal is there, Todd, but I will send that to you. And I want to tell you about our friends at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UMS Health. You know Dr. Barnes. He's been doing it for a long time, folks. Best in the business and nationally renowned. And if you want to get taken care of, you got some knee pain, hip pain, Dr. Barnes and his staff want to make sure that you are taken care of. And so I encourage you to call them and get scheduled at 501-686-8674. If you're driving and need to remember it. Remember 501-686-TOSH. That's your reminder. But Dr. Barnes, Dr. Stambo, Dr. Stronach, the top surgeons for knee and hip replacements in the state of Arkansas, the total joint experts, and they've worked on Hall of Famers like, or Dr. Barnes has, Terry Bradshaw and Sidney Moncrief, and they've been chosen, or he has, and UMS Health has, because of their reputation and the great work that they do. The Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UMS Health. The best surgeons, the best hospital for joint replacement in Arkansas. Get yours scheduled today. 501-686-8674. There he is. Let's go to the Jim's Razorback Pizza hotline and talk to Dr. O'Malley. Hi, Doc. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
I'm good. Before I forget to ask, is this the year that your former employer, Clemson, gets back to national relevance/prominence? It all starts with Georgia.
I hope so. I hope they put up a good fight against Georgia. We'll see, though. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know. I think Dabo probably needs to be using the transfer portal. We'll see after this year.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not his jam. Jesus and his high school recruiting will get him through, he thinks. Let's talk about some injuries here, Doc. And I got Tyreek Hill as my top pick in fantasy last night. He's dealing with a thumb issue, so he's got that red Q next to his name. But I picked him anyway because I know his potential. What's the deal with his thumb? And I'm assuming that's not an uncommon issue for a receiver.
Yeah, it's really not. It just takes time. It sounds like it's just a sprain. And so they're going to just continue to monitor it and see when they can get it back. So I think I think there's a reasonable chance that you'll see him playing in a couple weeks.
All right, Coach Pittman has a phrase he likes to say. DJ has a arm. Justin has a hamstring. In this case, it's Patrick Kutas has a back.
He's got a back.
It's like, well, we all do. He has an injured back, apparently. So for an offensive lineman, again, probably not terribly uncommon. Rest has certainly worked because he hasn't had a lot of practices. But it sounds like he's on the road to recovery. But something you see pretty common in a offensive lineman?
You do, yeah, and just give him a rest, let him get some good therapy. And particularly with the first game, you can kind of go, yeah, let's give him a little more time so we really have him ready further into the season.
Okay, let's talk about Nick Chubb, Doc. Nick Chubb, of course, has been through it from an injury standpoint. They're trying to get him back. So at this point, not sure exactly where he is in the process, but obviously with what he went through in the position he plays, it's a major ordeal. What's your expectation on him? I think he's still on the PUP list at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive for him to be able to, with the knee injuries that he's had, even to be trying to get back to playing in the NFL. I mean, it's with his first major blowout of his knee and then having a second. But, I mean, it sounds like he's not going to be ready for at least the first few games, which really is not unexpected. I mean, they want to make sure that he's close to 100% when he's coming back. One, to protect that knee, but two, just to make sure that he can perform like he needs to out there.
And last thing I've got, and then we've got a question it looks like from a caller, but Deron Bland, the Cowboys, this is the year, Doc. This is the year they finally put it all together and make another run to the Super Bowl. But having him at defensive back is certainly a key. So they said 6 to 8 weeks with a stress fracture in his foot. So what's the best course of action for him?
Yeah, so it's really get it fixed. And so what they do, that's probably what's called a Jones fracture. You put a screw in it and allow them to really get back as he can tolerate. We pushed him pretty quickly at Clemson. We had him going at I had a soccer player play 2 weeks after surgery with that screw. The more conservative and the normal treatment is about 4 to 6 weeks to get them back and allow them to play, but you put that screw in there so that fracture doesn't get worse.
All right, very good. Doc, this is with great trepidation, but I'm going to take this question for you. And this gentleman probably knows me well enough to know that he's on thin ice. So hopefully this is a legitimate orthopedic question from Bobby Joe on line 2.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, sir, it is. Hey, Dr. O'Malley, I'm in the middle of QC Kinetics. I get my second shot in the morning, and I ain't feeling no damn better yet. Did I make a mistake? Because I am paying $8,000 to do this. Did I make a mistake? And be honest with me.
I will tell you this. I don't use stem cells. If you really look at the stem cells, they're not true stem cells. I think PRP can be helpful, but I would tell you this: what we offer in our clinic is PRP. We charge, I think, $500 or $600 is what it costs us, and the whole stem cell injections you can do. I'm very hesitant to use them because I think a lot of places are making a lot of money on those, and if you look at the literature objectively, it's not great. There's some decent literature, and there's some literature that says it does nothing. I think we still have a long way to go, and I can give you a 20-minute spiel, so I'm not going to do it on the air. But I'm happy to discuss more with you if you want to come in and we can look at it and figure out what the best option is. But I would tell you,
it better work. It better work. I better start feeling better because I'm a busy man. I ain't got time to be limping around, and I went for it. All you do is hear it on the radio every damn time you turn around. So I'm doing it. I take shots in the morning, I better start feeling better.
All
right, man. Thank y'all.
I'll tell you that.
What'd you say, Doc? What was the last bit there?
I would not spend my money.
Okay.
So that is my personal opinion on that. But there are some things I will use it for, but I use it very sparingly, and insurance doesn't cover it, and there's a reason they don't cover it. So.
Bobby Joe's a treasure.
This just got awkward.
National treasure.
Just got awkward. All right, Dr. O'Malley. Are you going to be able to get over to the game today, or are you working all day?
Well, our clinic has no power right now. I'm currently in that whole area, so I'm trying to see some patients in between. Then I got to go do a quick surgery. So I'm going to try to make it over, and I think I may because we can move that surgery up because I don't have clinic right now.
Come by the tailgate if you want to get a bite to eat. We will be here. Love to see you. I'll buy you a pork sandwich.
Sounds great.
All right, Doc. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, very good. That's Dr. O'Malley from UAMS Orthopedics And, they've got same or next day appointment availability, 501-526-1046. And I've got many a friend who has benefited from their services. So if you need some help, by golly, go see them. And Autumn Road, Colonel Glenn, Shackelford West. And I'm sorry to hear they don't have power right now. It's one of those, but I think they're going to be just fine. Anyway, let's hit a break. It is 11:42. And we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Mayor Scott is going to join us. We're going to talk to him about how excited he is to have Razorback football and Golden Lion football in his city tonight. And also some big news about sports complexes. What are they going to do with War Memorial? What's the plan at Hyman?
That's a great question.
Discussion was already had.
Oh.
And there was some talk about that yesterday. $123 million plan, but it depends on the sales tax vote, according to my information. 1, 2, 3, DJ? $123 million?
Dang.
Easy as
Let me get a little
ABC.
bit of that. Right.
No.
No.
I needed to spend it on the park so we can
You're right,
start doing good things for the community. You don't need it.
Nah. That being said,
they say there's no such thing as a free lunch, but you're going to get one today.
Right over there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else is fun if you're really feeling lucky. Dustin came up to me. He says, DJ, you feel good? 5.5 above or over under? I said, I don't know. He talked about Oaklawn. He doesn't know what he wants to do. Does he want to do the 4.5 over under? 5.5, 600? You get better odds. I don't know, but I'll let y'all help him out with that. And if you're curious yourself, you can just go ahead and download Oaklawn Sports Betting app and have fun there. They got everything up right now, especially with college football back in the full swing of things. And so, like I said, we always have Zach on for Oaklawn, walk you through everything to make it simple for you. Justin, pretty much a master at it. I'm still learning my way through it, but they always have great options for especially people who sign up for the first time. Give you details on that once you go ahead and try to download that app. But other things at Oaklawn, too. I love me some hot springs, and I love having a good time there. So all you have to do to get the reservations and sit by that cabana poolside, which would be perfect right now, just learn more information at oaklawn.com and check out their restaurants, too. They can throw down a little bit. I say a little bit. They got it figured out big time over there at Oaklawn with their restaurants. Once again, oaklawn.com for everything you need to know.
Girl, you know you lost in the thrill of it all.
Find your next family SUV at Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You can count on the stylish, reliable Chevy Equinox, ranked #1 for long-term dependability among compact SUVs. Or get behind the wheel of the rugged, roomy Chevy Tahoe, perfect for all your family's adventures on the road ahead. Let the journey begin. For a family SUV that goes the distance, head to Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville at 1301 TP White Drive. Use the new 10A exit to reach them from Little Rock. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
The Arkansas Sports Festival state championships are on October 12th and 13th at game time at the grounds in Cabot and the Sherwood Sports Complex. They will have the following sports for youth, adult, and all age divisions: 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 basketball, volleyball, tackle and flag football, girls fast pitch softball, and pickleball. Register at uscsports247.com. At the heart of historic downtown Russellville, the Old Bank offers an upscale dining experience. With the freshest ingredients and creative touches, their menu has an item for everyone. From their signature lump crab cake to a classic blue cheese poutine, BLT wedge salad to hand-cut prime steaks. They aim to cater everyone. And that's not all. Upstairs at the Old Bank, you can enjoy live entertainment Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with trivia, comedy shows, karaoke, live music, and more. Old Bank in downtown Russellville.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. M. Emmett Walsh was that guy you couldn't name, but whenever you saw him in one of the 120 movie roles over 5 decades he was in, you said, oh yeah, that dude. Walsh was so good that he inspired movie critic Roger Ebert to invent the Stanton-Walsh rule, which asserted that no movie featuring either Harry Dean Stanton or M. Emmett Walsh in a supporting role can be altogether bad. Walsh said, the parts are all your children, and they'll be my epitaph when they throw in that last shovelful of dirt. You won't see shovelfuls of dirt at Doublebee's because we do clean, my friends. The restrooms at Doublebee's are clean, like everything else. When you need to make a pit stop, we've got your back, so to speak. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
The National Championship Chuck Wagon Race is going on now through Sunday, September 1st at the Bar of Ranch in Clinton. Check out the official schedule of events, every race, arena event, trail ride, and every live concert at chuckwagonraces.com. And be sure to stop at Goods Cash Saver in Clinton for all your grocery, meat, and cold beer supplies for the event. National Championship Chuck Wagon Races in Clinton, a tradition since 1986. chuckwagonraces.com.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am and Sea-Doo of Russellville. Whether you're on the road, on the water, or in the trails, we've got the ride for you.
It's hard being the #1 midday sports talk show in Arkansas.
What can you expect when you're on top, you know? It's like Napoleon, when he was the king, you know, people were just constantly trying to conquer him, you know, in the Roman Empire. So it's history repeating itself all over again.
Now, let's see if Justin Acree and DJ Williams can keep living up to the lofty expectations on the Zone.
Sailing away on the crest of a wave, it's like magic. Oh, rolling and riding and slipping and sliding.
Hello. Welcome back in the Zone, live at the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate. We are here by Doublebee's. Alyssa Orange is signing autographs for the next 30 minutes if you want to stop by.
Yeah.
DJ Williams is here. He'll sign your kid for you, your T-shirt, your football. Smokey's here. He'll take his top off for you.
Smokey! Yeah.
One of the great Central Arkansas characters, Smokey.
We got Cole in the house. You know, Cole called the other day. That's my photog. So he's been out here with me.
This is Cole?
This is Cole right there. That's Cole. You know what he said? Man, I may come by the tailgate because I've never met Justin Acree before. I think he's a pretty cool guy.
Well, he doesn't know me very well, does he?
Yeah, he's working on it.
Prepare to be underwhelmed.
He's working on it.
You're about to change your opinion. It is 11:49, and we are awaiting. Todd, just yell at me when the mayor comes on. He may be tied up. I know he had a budget meeting today because I was trying to get him to come by here in person, but certainly look forward to having him on the show today. I know he's excited about what's going on here. And we are as well. Want to thank Oaklawn Sports. Hey, how about Petra's Farm and Grill? Let's hear it for him. Did you get some of that?
I just had a couple links. He gave me a little original sauce.
Like www.
And he says, well, I was about to eat it. He says, whoa. Let it simmer a little bit. Let that aroma get into it. They want to make sure you get it the right way. Delicious. Real stuff. Real good.
D3 Auto Sales text line. The team bus just crossed the river. Woo! Let's go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Where are they going? Oh, they didn't stay here? They're driving from Fayetteville straight to the stadium?
No, I'm sure they're coming in from – they're probably staying in Conway.
Aren't they here a little early?
Walk through? I don't know.
Yeah. You sure that's the bus?
I don't know. Man, yeah, okay, yeah. From the 870, come on now, Clint Sterner. What are you talking about? I don't know what that was about. The restaurant was called Bowen's Ramada Inn in Conway.
Oh, that's where they were throwing down?
Doing all the seafood all the time.
He made it sound he loved that spot.
Petrino had better athletes at A&M. No, this person says. Did he?
Ooh, I would say they're talented over there.
Yeah, they got some dudes.
I would say that's a fair point.
Question of the day today on Twitter. Would you rather go to a game that's 38 degrees or 100 degrees?
Where are we at, percentage?
And this guy says, I was going to vote 38 on the poll, but once I saw the ass-whooping percentage, I felt bad for Justin, and I decided to refrain. I've never been more wrong. I was wrong.
Oh, that's funny.
Didn't DJ catch a game winner Petrino's first year against ULM, or did I make that up?
I did.
It wasn't a game winner, was it?
So my first touchdown, and then we were struggling.
Were you having a hard time?
Our first year. The play was Ram Bull. There was a 5-yard out at the goal line. Linebacker broke on it, but it was a double move. Took it up. Back in the end zone. Game winner. No, I remember that. That was a fun game. But that goes to show we didn't make it to a bowl that year. We were struggling, but it was noticeably a better football team. And so that's why I asked Quinn that question. Do you think it would happen that quick? Since he has everybody else he's working with trying to get them on the same page.
The Hogs stayed downtown, I'm told, from a source. So I won't say which hotel, but they stayed downtown.
They may be doing a little walkthrough then. Get out, move around a little bit.
Yeah, move the bodies. Yeah, for a night game, I would think that makes sense.
Yeah.
This guy, we had C.J. McClain on earlier. If you missed it, man, what a treat. Just a great human being.
Yeah.
Just a good dude. I'm so glad to see him having success, and just a good guy, man.
His little gladiator story was pretty cool.
Yeah. He's a bad man. And I love the fact that he owns the mistakes he made.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it worked out. Thank God for Coach Nutt. It would have been a shame to have him leave the university and not finish his career there. This guy, this is JR, he says, CJ was guarding me in a pickup basketball game at the Hyper in Fayetteville in the mid-'90s. I was behind the three-point line on the left wing, and he dropped back in the lane. I pump-faked him on a three, and he leaped right at me from 10 feet away. He jumped so high he blocked the view of my goal, backboard, and the entire world. I realized he was about to volleyball spike my shot, so I wrapped myself around the ball in a fetal position and prayed I didn't die because it looked like he was going to land on me. I thought I was dead. There was no way he could avoid landing on me, but because of his abilities, he contorted himself and completely avoided killing me. Amazing.
Dang, the detail.
Thank him for sparing my life.
That's a big dude,
He
right?
is.
You know, when
he's
I
a
talk
gentle giant.
when I talk about specimens, when he hit that corner, I was like,
I had a friend.
we don't
text
have a
me.
lot of those guys on our. I don't know why.
Now, I had a friend text me that saw him on the video. I was like, that's a dude. CJ was awesome on the show. Thanks for having him on. We need to maybe do him on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah.
I love getting his takes. We were talking about the coach who was at Georgia State. This person says it was John Thompson. He wasn't the one that revived the program, though, because I remember even like Bruce James's son, Blake, was going to go over there and play. And I'm pretty sure it had to be Georgia State because they just got to Division I. I don't remember them being NAIA or whatever before, but it was I thought it was Bill Curry. Look it up. I could be wrong, but I think it was Bill Curry. Longest field goal by a Razorback in the game under over 40 yards, says Matt. I don't know, DJ, what do you think? Hopefully they don't have to kick any field goals today.
It'd be nice to see it, though.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a 40-plus yarder, maybe 45, because just to know if we need it again next week that we can feel good about it.
Razor Mike here. I used to keep the stats for Arkansas Twisters. Love me some big hands McClain. He does have a big paw now.
I noticed that. Imagine getting slapped by that.
I don't want to. DJ, this is Mike from Southwest Little Rock. Tell him to shut his eyes when they put him in the tube and make sure that he gets enough dye in his arm to make sure he breathes. Don't hold your breath. The dye will make you sick if you try to hold your breath. I didn't get an MRI. I got a what did I say it was?
CT.
CT scan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a, I don't know what that means. I was trying to make something up.
I'll go with it.
Yeah. No, I'd love
DJ, is our Braves going to make the playoffs? This is person from the 870.
Oh, man, we're just plagued by injuries this year, man. It's tough. I mean, we're not out yet. It's not looking great, though.
This person says Arkansas 20, UAPB 17. If we come to work tomorrow and the final score tonight is Arkansas 20, UAPB 17, how's that going to go? You taking the day off?
Tomorrow?
If it's 20-17?
No, it'll be prime picking tomorrow on the show.
Next caller. Next caller. We've been out to say 4 words.
Yeah.
Next caller would be the only 2 words I'm going to say just over and over again. I hope it's not that close for Arkansas's sake, but for UAPB.
Hey, there's been some teams, like, who was it? Appalachian State those years ago beat who week 1?
They beat Michigan.
Yeah. You know, I mean.
It happened. But
things happen.
They were the national champions of the FCS that year.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe Michigan was a hair overrated at 6, I think they were that time.
Okay.
This person says, you can't drink beer with one kidney. Brian in Hot Springs. Would you like to bet? I bet I can.
You definitely want that kidney then,
bring your ass to our tailgate and watch me. Because I'm fixing to do it. I'll take the heat 100% of the time, says Daniel. Thank you. Butt biting cold over the heat anytime, says 501.
Yes.
This person says really low humidity on the 100-degree day. I might choose it. If I remember one day it was that high, but humidity was so low it felt like the 70s. I'm telling you, we had a couple hot, low humidity days recently. It wasn't bad. And right now, with cloud cover, and we're sitting under a tent, too, it ain't bad.
Yeah.
You guys dying out there? Nah, they're not under the tent. They're loving it.
Yeah, let that sun come out. It's a different ballgame.
It's easier to warm up than it is to cool off. Disagree.
Yeah.
All you got to do is walk inside and you're cooled off. Heating up takes some time. You get your phalanges cold enough, it takes a minute.
I think, how often are you going to go inside at a football game to cool off?
I'm like, I got to pee again. Why? Because it's warm in there. Back in my travel softball days, we called it making gravy, dumping the cornstarch, I guess, when they're talking about trying to keep the boys dry.
The team is
Here come them hogs!
Yeah, they are on their way.
Here come them hogs!
They're probably doing a walkthrough inside the stadium.
Yep. Todd, can you activate the Twitter stream? Todd, is the Twitter stream not working?
I will work on that right now.
I guess the mayor got hung up. I was like, I had this fear. I'm like, oh God, is he on hold? This person says the Razorbacks stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn last night. That's not what I was told. Todd says 38 degrees any day. And Boyd says Hogs 84, Lions 6 at the half. I think that's not true. Something would really bad have to happen for Arkansas to score 70, I would think. Like, there'd have to be, 5 turnovers by UAPB.
Like pick six,
Pick
scoop
six,
score,
scoop, yes.
punt return,
Scoop and
kickoff
score.
return. Yeah.
God, I want to hear Bobby Petrino say scoop and score again. Scoop and score, we always teach it. 11:57.
Hey, guys, I've got a little bit of breaking news if you want to hear it.
Ooh.
Do you want to
I'm
hang on a
in
second.
it.
Do you want to know? Or you want to hear
Not right now, right? Let's wait till it's not breaking anymore.
let's do it tomorrow. Now go ahead, Todd.
According to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors has agreed to a 1-year, $62.6 million contract extension. Keeps him under contract until the 26-27 season.
That seems like a lot of money. I am not an economist, but that
1
seems
year?
like a lot of cash.
60
million?
62.3.
Oh, sorry.
Or,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
62.6.
We're really splitting hairs here, Todd. $60 million. Okay, relax. That's incredible. Thanks for the heads up.
Good for him.
Good for him. I like him. All right, I'm going to go eat a sandwich.
Yeah, go get
Petrus Farm is serving it up. You can buy online, petrusfarmgrill.com. Sauces and seasoning. They got 2 sauces, or seasonings rather, that I want to try. They got a Greek jalapeno.
Yeah.
That they said is great on eggs.
Okay.
And then they've got another one that's 4 baked potatoes. It's like garlic and butter flavored.
I love some good seasoning.
Dude, I'm going to go buy 2 things of it right now.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to eat a big pork plate.
Let's get it.
And then I'm going to take a nap. Bye.
Trey Schapp here with Chris Shinup of the Arkansas Urology Foundation. Chris, you guys are changing it up at Bowman for the kickoff to Men's Health.
Yeah, Trey, we're excited to be changing it up for our 20th annual kickoff to Men's Health, and this year we'll be offering at our Men's Health Clinic on Bowman free tests, which include everything from prostate to testosterone, A1C, and so many things in between.
Guys, you have to get this done. Go to arkansasurology.com for more information. It's a free screening, right, Chris?
Free screening September 3rd through 6th, 7 to 10 a.m. for guys of all ages.
I want to get something straight. I brag on Genesis of Conway, but you need to know that it's also Genesis of Lone Oak, of BB, of Cabot, of Hot Springs, of Little Rock. It's all of us. Take a short trip to the website, and when you see the style and grace and all the dealer incentives and options available, that's when you take the longer trip to Conway. And when you get in a GV80, that's when you realize you've made one of the best decisions of your life. Genesis of Conway, Genesis of everywhere, where you get the future of luxury today.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton when he joins Morning Mayhem each week this football season. Centennial Bank, banking with you in mind. Member FDIC.
This is Chuck Barrett, inviting you to listen to me call the Hogs on 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
It's game day in the capital city as the Arkansas Razorbacks take on the UAPB Golden Lions at War Memorial Stadium. LRPD has some traffic reminders. General admission parking opens at 10 this morning. Also starting at 10, Fair Park will be a one-way street for northbound traffic only between I-630 and Markham. Expect some delays and other street closures. Watch for flashing red lights at intersections and be mindful of police and pedestrians walking around. Little Rock City officials are giving more insight into a penny sales tax initiative to be voted on this November. The plan would upgrade Hinman Park and transform War Memorial Park into Little Rock Central Park. The city would also build an indoor and outdoor sports complex. It would include 30 basketball and volleyball courts, space for concerts, and other gatherings. It would also include 10 flex fields for baseball, football, and more. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
When I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. You know, kids don't just say things like that by accident. They say them because when kids look at the first responders, they see heroes. So does Splash Car Wash. Splash is honoring all frontline heroes with a free car wash this week. If you're a first responder or work in healthcare, come to Splash Car Wash for a free car wash this week.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be mostly cloudy and still hot today with a high of 95 degrees, plus a chance of late day showers and thunderstorms even leading up to kickoff at War Memorial Stadium. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Riverfront Steakhouse Special, dinner for two for $60. 10-ounce filet, fried shrimp, 2 sides, and our famous salad bar, only $60. Good Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night.
With Oaklawn Sports, the action never stops and the season is never over. It's now easier than ever to wager on your favorite sports all year long. Go from football to basketball to baseball to golf. Bet on what you want, when you want, with the brand you trust. Oaklawn Sports even offers ways to bet on cricket, rugby, table tennis, and more. If it's a sport, chances are you can wager on it. Plus, it's now simpler to deposit and withdraw money from your account. Bet all year long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, this is Mitch with Red River Auto. You know, we're pushing 20 years of being in business, starting at Heber Springs and Red River. And now we've got a Ford store in Cabot and a Ford and Toyota store in Wynn, along with our pre-owned store right there in Jacksonville. Folks, you know us for our huge discounts. Like right now, we have rebates up to $15,000 off Ram trucks. But we've also got the Ford, and what a lot of people don't know is we have the Toyota Tundra too. Folks, if you want a great deal on a vehicle, check us out at redriverauto.com.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure. You were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
Nachos! Yeah, your nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
Great. And some Frank's Red Hot.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just gonna eat these dry, plain, boring nachos with no Frank's? What, seriously? Frank it up. Frank it up. Come on, lady. Frank it up. Frank it up. Frank it up. Yeah! Yeah, this guy finally gets it. Hey, look, we're on the Jumbotron.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Head to Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, the Labor Day sale. Get a king bed for a queen price. Save up to $700 plus a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
See Shelter Agent Monica Reiners in North Little Rock, Larissa Cowley in Bryant, or Chris Allen in Stuttgart.
Are you dreaming of excitement and adventure? Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo of Russellville is the place to be. From the cost-effective and customizable Sea-Doo Switch pontoon boat to a one-of-a-kind Can-Am Spider, Hubbard Power Sports has what you're looking for. Looking for a Sea-Doo personal watercraft? Don't worry, we've got you covered there too. From a Can-Am Defender farm rig to the all-new 240-horsepower Can-Am Maverick R, we've got it all, with a large selection of Can-Am four-wheelers and side-by-side models in stock now. Stop by and see us in Russellville. Visit us at HubbardPowersports.com.
Well, we are on the back half of summer, and those colder days are right around the corner. And if you're like me, you may have some achy joints when the weather changes. Hey, everybody, it's RJ Hawk. Do you want to change those achy joints? I've got the solution. It's called QC Kinetics. They are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. If you're tired of arthritic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulders, this is something you need to check out today. I actually had a neighbor of mine the other day that called me and said, I went to QC Kinetics, got that free consultation, and they've got me set up on a therapy. It's going to change my life. It can change yours as well. This therapy will enhance your joints, improve mobility, and get you back to doing stuff that you love without pain. And the best part, there's no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. It's time to get your life back. Call QC Kinetics today.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Negri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't doesn't need his name up in lights. He just wants to be heard.
Final hour from the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate. Tail yeah. Todd Pierce holding it down with the breaking news in the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort studio. And we are here. DJ Williams, Justin Aker, Christian's finishing up his time at Disney. He'll be back with us on Monday. I'm sure he can't get back fast enough.
You know, he's so ready to be back. He's like me. He's a homebody. I bet he's miserable.
Well, and the thing is, too, Orlando's 107% humidity. So he's not having fun.
He's cooking out there.
Anyway, we're going to have some fun tonight. I hope you can make it to the game, or at least come by our tailgate. I will tell you this, I just bought some seasoning and some sauce from our guys over at Petrus, and they are serving up some really good pulled pork, and I had a little bit of their spicy barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
On point.
You're bold. Spicy with this heat?
It's not that spicy. They have a really, really hot, like Carolina Reaper sauce.
You are built different. I mean, this guy come out here, it's a little humid, a little hot. He's drinking hot coffee. Just that's just you, man.
I'm a lunatic.
Yeah.
I got a lot of problems.
I get it.
Yeah. Where do I begin? Here we go. It's Thursday. We're having fun. What else do people need to know, DJ?
Before coming out to the game?
Yeah.
Don't forget tailgating, $25. If you want to go pull up to that golf course, they'll direct you.
Pull up,
$25, get your spot, and you're good to go. Downloading your tickets before you get here would be very beneficial to you. Once again, it's all going to be scanned. Credit card everywhere. I believe it is cashless. We talked about that the other day. So make sure if you want that, try to pull out your money. It's not going to happen. But overall, man, it's just going to be good. I think the Razorbacks are inside the stadium as we speak, doing their walkthrough. We used to do something called a clap session. So if it's anything I know about Coach Petrino and his offense, they're going to go through their first 8, and those are scripted. Almost even if the play doesn't work, they really stick to that first 8. You only break the first 8 if you have a 3 and out on your first get-go. So very curious about the first play is going to be. What do we say? What do you think? Run, pass, or run, play, action?
Wheel route.
Oh, my gosh. You're on that wheel route. I'm going to get you a shirt. I'm going to get you a shirt with hashtag wheel route signed by Ronnie Wingo.
No, on the front it's going to say, what are we doing? And on the back it's going to say, wheel route. A little bit of True Service Community Federal Credit Union live fan feedback. What's the big deal with naming different captains? Why does it matter? Don't the captains go out for the coin toss and that's it? It's more of a I don't know. It's more of it basically saying these are our leaders to me than it is anything else. Their decision making on penalty calls or coin toss or that kind of stuff is irrelevant because anybody can do that.
Like I said, and they know who the guys are on the team. Now we had captains each and every week in the NFL. They swap it out. For some reason, I don't know what was going on. I was a captain one week, and it shook me from the core. But we knew Aaron Rodgers. We knew Charles Woodson were our guys. No doubt about it. Yeah. Those were our captains. And so it does mean something when you have those guys on your team.
Brad says, over, under. I like 5.5. Under 5.5. Fortunately for Justin, so does his girlfriend. That's mean, actually.
That's good.
How do you know what she's picking at Oaklawn Sports, jerk? Does Arkansas have more passing offense or more running offense? What do you think, says JW?
Today?
In general. What are they going to be stronger at this year?
I would assume the pass.
I agree.
I think most of their rushing, well, I say that because Taylon's going to be somebody who picks up a lot with his feet.
Mr. Petrus!
That's a good question right there.
Mr. Petrus! Hello! Y'all sell online, yeah? Okay, some guy asked here, does Petrus sell online? What's the website? It says right on their tent, petrusfarmgrill.com. PetrusFarmgrill.
Yeah.
.com.
I don't know. But, yeah, balance for sure. This year, I mean, any other team with, like, Wilson and Mallett, I would say passing for sure. But I'm not sure about the makeup of this team.
If I pull up in my big work truck, can y'all bring me a pork sandwich and drink? I mean, what are we doing?
Right up there. Just pull up.
If y'all don't take care of your listeners.
I'll hand it to him.
TJ says he'll do it.
Yeah.
If you pull up, like.
I need a little
in a brand new Lamborghini. Cop.
Yeah. Pull up. I'll hand it to you. I'll take your 20 first, and then I'll give you that plate.
Whoa,
Ooh.
Sir. Free of charge.
No, free of charge if they come in and hang out with us.
Jay, come on. 38 degrees is not cold, bud. And I've got your and DJ Williams' YouTube stream in the office. At roughly the 35-minute mark, at 89 degrees outside, I can see you fanning. I'm dying. I'm not saying, look, I'm soft.
Thank you.
I'm sweating my ass off, and I also don't like the cold. No, I like it in the sweet spot. I want it 50 to 80 all the time, but that's not reality. And if I wanted to be poor, I would move to California so I could live like that. But I don't.
So we're cooking at 92 right now, cloud cover.
It's not going to get that
I'm
much
not sure even what it feels like. It doesn't really feel like 92.
No, it feels like 107.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe it's this hot coffee I'm drinking. It doesn't. All right, Todd, let's get to some entertainment at 12:12 on a Thursday. We got a football game to prepare for. What are we doing? Bobby Swafford's coming up from the AAA at 12:30. Yeah, I'm fanning myself. I'm hot, baby. I'm hot.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Dum 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 dun 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 dun. Name that song.
La Bamba.
La Bamba. You only knew because you saw the story.
That didn't sound anything like it, did it?
Todd, could you please cue up La Bamba so I can tell DJ how awesome that rendition was? I think everybody knew exactly what
Do
I was
it one more time.
Bum 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 num 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 bum 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 num bum.
I'm barely getting it, but that's all right, now I get that.
A remake of the 1987 film about the life of Richie Valens, the rocker who died in a plane crash. Come on, Todd, don't let me down. Alongside Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper is on the way, apparently, according to Mucho Mas Media. Luis Valdez, who wrote the original script and directed the film, will executive produce. Valdez previously told Entertainment Weekly that no remake was needed, did not immediately respond to a request. I have not been approached about doing it, but I don't know why they would want to remake it. It's fresh as it is, he says, in April 2021. This is the original. I like the Los Lobos version.
Okay.
I mean, I love this one, too. Oh, Donna, oh, Donna. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
With Lou Diamond Phillips?
Don't even know who that is.
Well, he was the guy that played Chavez in Young Guns, and he was in La Bamba as Richie Valens. Did a fantastic job.
Okay.
I'm sure he was nominated for some awards.
Okay.
He did a really good job. It was a sad ending.
What happened?
So young, so talented. He died of a plane crash with Buddy Holly.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of the night the music died?
No.
No. They say the night the music died, it was Big Bopper, Richie Valens, and
is that the story where someone
Buddy
was
Holly.
Supposed to be on the plane but they didn't board?
Precisely.
Okay.
They swapped out, and they're like, there was a deal. They did like a deal, and it's like, no, he's going to take the other guy to run the cold bus.
Who was it?
I can't remember who the other guy was. But
I remember that, though.
Yeah.
Clear Lake, Iowa.
Or something like
No. It was Clear Lake, Iowa, where the plane took off from. Yeah. It's not their fault. You know why? It's 38 degrees.
That's
dangerous.
what it was?
I told you.
It is close to the Minnesota border, so there's that.
Planes do better in 100 than they do in 38.
It did catch me off the first time leaving out of the Green Bay airport, and they said, we got to wait a second, we got to defrost the wings. So I was like, whoa, what are we doing?
Yeah,
they're out there spraying some stuff on it?
Yeah, de-icing.
God.
Well, you don't want the ice on there. Weight you down, you die. Let's talk about something happier. How about products like Oreo and Pop-Tarts, heralded for their parade of new flavors each year, and another American classic is getting a new take on it. That's the Reese Cup. Reese's new product, which hits store shelves nationwide next month, is described by a press release as a decadent, delicious, and ultimately uniquely combined peanut butter cup that provides Reese's fans with rich experience in the form of an extra layer of ooey gooey chocolatey filling. The Chocolate Lava Big Cup.
Oh.
The dessert that inspired the candy, though chocolate lava cakes typically have their runny centers on the inside. This one's doing an outer extra layer of chocolate.
All them big backs
you into
out
that?
there. Yeah, big backs. What's it called? A big cup?
Big cup.
Big cup for a big back. What you got going on?
Mayor's going to call in 5.
Oh, nice.
Todd, let me know when the mayor calls in. Look at that handsome devil. It's Bobby Swafford, looking Mr. Cool. Keanu Reeves in the news. He made a teenage dream come true. Made it with a Super Bowl. No, he signed a one-day contract with a Canadian ice hockey team called the Windsor Spitfires. He used to be a goalie in high school, and he got injured and took up acting instead.
Wow.
So he got a one-day deal. He signed with the Spitfires for charity. A signed copy of his contract and a signed jersey with his name is being auctioned off to help the Canadian Mental Health Association. That's nice. Mayor Scott, 1220. Sounds good. He got caught up in a budget meeting. DJ, got a little gift for you for Christmas.
Oh, I love Christmas.
Yep, here we go. O.J. Simpson's ashes have been turned into jewelry. But I guess it's only going to his kids. Would you like an O.J. pendant with his ashes inside?
I'll pass on that one.
I got the juice.
How much are they selling that for?
Well, they're not. It's just for his family. But I'm saying if you could get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they turned his ashes into jewelry.
I don't know if I would want anyone's ashes, right? No celebrity, no nothing. Wait.
If I die, I expect you to carry my
you want me to carry you a pendant around my neck?
Yes, sir, I do. Thank you very much. You're offering me a kidney when I don't even need one, and you won't carry my ashes after I'm dead around?
You wouldn't carry my ashes around.
Sir, I would carry all of your ashes. I'll get the urn and put a chain around it and carry it around my neck.
Like Flavor Flav?
Damn right.
All right.
DJ.
Hopefully I don't find out.
Well, you're going to die way.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
No, you should die way.
Who dies first, you or me? Isn't that wild?
I'm 15 years older than you.
You're healthy, though.
I'm incredible.
Yeah.
Except for that little kidney issue. Oh, Waylon Jennings was the guy that decided not to fly or didn't get on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's one of those things where you're like, man, I really lost that deal. There, you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, look, if Waylon Jennings died in a car wreck on the trip to the next stop, they would have been like, man, thank God we got on the plane.
Yeah.
Or the craziest thing, what if the plane had crashed into the car that Waylon Jennings was in? That would have really been wild. Bad luck, right? That's like in The Fugitive when their plane crashes and then the train hits it. Remember that?
The train hit the plane?
Was it a plane? No, it was a bus. The bus crashed and then the train hit it. Remember that?
The Fugitive? Is that the one with Wesley Snipes and Tommy Lee?
No, it's the one with Harrison Ford. Tommy Lee Jones in it, though.
I don't know that one.
It's the original.
I don't know it.
You're thinking of U.S. Marshals. That was the sequel.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that was a sequel.
Yeah. I may be getting the two confused, though.
I think maybe you are. Isn't Robert Downey Jr. in that one, too?
Yes, he is. He's the evil one. That's a rare twist for him.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert. Robert Downey Jr. is the bad guy in the movie. All right, can I have a little more entertainment until the bear calls? Or should we do birthdays? Nah, we'll do one more story. Ted Lasso may be back. The hit Apple TV Plus show, which originally concluded after 3 seasons, is talking about a 4th. I think it's funny how people are like, man, we got to get done with this show so we can go on to something else. And it's like, man, nobody else wants to do anything else. Maybe we should do another year of that. Like the guys from Entourage are like, man, that was a long, good run, guys. Let's go do something else. And there's like, nobody wants us to do anything else. Maybe we should do some more Entourage.
Could you do Ted Lasso without Jason Sudeikis?
Not a chance in Hades.
You know that's what they would do. They would just, spoiler alert, they would pick up with the people they left the team with.
Spoiler alert. 661-1037. We got Trav's tickets. Let's do birthdays. Let's go right now. It is a very, very pathetic, embarrassingly bad list of birthdays today. But there is a former Razorback on here and a former Texas player who got terrorized by the Razorbacks.
I want somebody. Can Alyssa come play?
I don't care. Alyssa, you want to play birthday trivia?
Come on.
Come on with your bad self. She got a bag of goodies. She got a pork plate to take back to
wrapped
the
up
crib.
With aluminum foil.
Yep.
Look at this. She's ready for the barbecue. All right.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I was answering the phone. What's the deal?
We got one more trivia.
One more, Todd.
One more.
You got it. This is going to be Alyssa Orange, a pig. Trail Nation joining us here. How are you, madam?
This is about as on the spot as I've ever been.
Nice.
I don't know.
I got no idea what's going on.
Birthday trivia.
You're going to fit right in. AO and TP. All right, so we do birthdays today. You know how birthday trivia works?
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to describe famous people to you.
Okay.
As soon as you know who it is, blurt it out.
Great.
Okay? And then we're going to go round robin and guess how old they are, and that's
Okay.
worth a point also.
Okay.
And if you get it exactly right, you get 2 points. That's called a
bingo bango.
A bingo bango.
I love that.
Pat Bradley came up with that.
Be smart, though, on the guesses.
Okay.
You'll see how it works.
Okay.
Be smart on the guesses.
The age.
Yeah. Okay. There's no limit to how many times you can blurt out names, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Chris, you're with DJ. Alyssa, you got Justin. Alex, you're with Todd. Here we go.
Birthday trivia in the zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
Today they're doing 22-ounce drafts, $4 at Brewski's.
Dang.
And $3 Plinko shots, too. They literally have a Plinko board where you get what you get. Downtown karaoke's at 9 tonight, so if you're looking for a place to go after the game tonight, Alyssa, if you and Sawyer want to go party your socks off because you don't have the kids tonight,
let's go.
Brewski's downtown.
It'll be a fun drive back to Fayetteville tomorrow.
Be rough.
Well, we don't have to stay out till 4. I mean, we just go out and have a couple beers.
We just don't go to sleep, is what you're saying.
Oh,
I didn't say that.
Now we're cooking.
Y'all go harder than I do. I'm old.
Big trail.
I gotta get some sleep.
Hey, Justin,
All right, this
repeat
one-
for me who's playing for who?
You don't need to worry about that, Todd. I got it.
Okay.
I'll let you know who won. All right, so here we go. This woman's an actress. She was in the movie San Andreas. She was in Watchmen. Righteous Kill. She played the ex-wife of the cop in American Gangster.
I don't know
Night
her
at the
name.
Museum. You should. She was also in Entourage, oddly enough. She played the other agent that took over Vinny Chase's career, Amanda Daniels. She got sideways with Ari Gold.
I see her face.
Spy Kids, Sin City.
Oh, it's
Yes?
In The Rock and San
Laura?
Andreas.
No?
It's not. She looks like Helen Hunt, but she's not.
No.
Right?
That's wrong.
Dang it.
She's way hotter than Helen Hunt. It's not even close. With all due respect to Helen Hunt, she's a great actress.
I don't know.
Happy birthday, Carla Gugino, one of my all-time favorites.
All-time favorite?
Oh, she's a top fiver. I absolutely adore her.
No way was that happening.
53 years old. She's so wonderful.
That's incredible.
Oh, God, she's amazing. All right, this woman is an actress. She's only been in 2 films that I'm aware of. Number 1, she played prostitute in Risky Business. Number 2, she played the psycho nanny in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. You're not playing! Shut up!
Rebecca De Mornay?
Very good, Todd.
Chuck, say it louder.
Would you please step away from the game? What are you, 9?
He can't help it. You know, it just comes out, you know.
He's like the kid at a birthday party who
Yeah.
blows out the candles
Yeah.
and it's not his birthday.
I never know the answer.
I get it.
I'm going to punch you. Hard. How old is Rebecca De Mornay, Mr. Williams?
She is, you said The Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
Yeah, did you ever see that one? She was the other chick.
I think so. The
wife was...
oh, yeah. She was like...
The wife was the lady that was in Jungle Fever.
Feeding the baby that wasn't hers?
That's right.
It was weird,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I've never breastfed a kid that wasn't mine.
She
I
is,
never breastfed my own kids either, so, I mean, let's keep it there. I mean, let's be real about
She's
it.
62.
Who was the actress that played the mom in that movie? She was in Jungle Fever, too. Good actress.
Can't remember.
Dark hair. Italian girl.
I need another movie.
I gave you one.
She's only been in 2.
She's only been in 2
No,
movies,
the
too.
one you're talking about, the mom.
Yeah, anyway. Rebecca De Mornay, what'd you say?
62.
How old?
Big 6-0.
Okay, no, Todd. This is so disappointed. Todd, Rebecca De Mornay, give it to me. Todd.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Was answering another phone
it.
call, as you'll notice there on the hotline. But
Real quick, Rebecca De Mornay, give it to me.
60.
No, that's already been guessed. Try again.
62.
No, that's already been guessed. Try again.
65.
Boom, bingo, bango.
No way.
3's the charm.
God.
Keep the music going real quick. I got 2 more, and then we're getting to Mayor Scott. This guy is a former Texas quarterback. He was part of the
Vince Young
team that lost to Arkansas in the Cotton Bowl in
Colt McCoy.
2000, and he was the second quarterback in, and he got sacked as soon as he stepped on the field.
Oh, who was that guy? It wasn't
Not Major Applewhite. He's also the son of a famous NFL quarterback.
Colt McCoy.
No,
His dad played in the Super Bowl. His father is Phil.
Chris Sims.
Very good, Todd. Chris Sims. How old's Chris Sims today? Alyssa?
28.
No. Played in the 2000 Cotton Bowl.
Oh, just kidding. How old are you, DJ? How
How old are
than me.
how old
Your
are
guess
we?
is in. Todd, how
yeah, you're done.
Todd, how old's Chris Sims?
44.
Bingo bango. Todd's killing you.
Woo, he's on fire.
We're going to call Todd the winner.
Way to go, Todd.
It's also Michael Jackson's birthday. He would have been 66 if not for the whole Purple Phil or whatever put him over the edge. And also, I don't have his age, so I didn't want to put him in there for birthday trivia, but it's the birthday, if you see him today, and he might be here, of J.J. Metters, former Razorback
We are
great
gonna see him.
receiver.
We're going to be at his tailgate later.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, I want it on camera. Did he make the catch against Alabama in 95?
Okay.
I still think it was a trap. You
We'll
know what?
ask him.
Hogs win. Hogs win. Hogs win.
Okay, so who won
All right.
birthday trivia then, Justin?
Todd, you did, buddy. You did.
No,
big
I'm
time.
talking about our callers.
Allison.
Alex is the big winner, Todd.
Congratulations, Alex and Todd. Happy birthday to my son, Finn, tomorrow.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
hey.
Finn.
Big
He
7.
is 7.
Awesome.
Lucky number. Lucky number. Let's go. Let's maybe be his best year yet. I don't know how you gauge it when you're that age because every year is great.
Yeah.
Because they
So he
cater.
tested positive for strep today.
Okay. Well,
My poor mom.
you can't win them all.
No.
We should
no.
definitely go to Brewski's tonight because your party's about over. All right, Mayor Scott is standing by on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Mayor Scott, thank you for joining us. I know you were in budgetary hearings, meetings, whatever, earlier. Thanks for making some time. It's a big day for the city of Little Rock, and it's exciting to have a couple of teams from the state going at it at War Memorial.
No, thank you so much for allowing me time to visit with you all and speak to your listeners. It is a great day for the city of Little Rock, Arkansas State Capital City, to host both the University of Arkansas Razorbacks and University of Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. It's a big deal in the city. We're excited. We're grateful to have the tradition of tailgating at War Memorial Park continue to go on. I know DJ's probably psyched up as well to see his teammates as well. So it's going to be a great day in the city. Hopefully the weather will cool down a little bit, but really excited about it.
That would be great.
Best days of your life, Mayor, right here when Razorbacks come playing Little Rock.
No doubt. Mayor Scott, today is the birthday of one Michael Jackson, so I would be remiss if I didn't say it like this. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
$123 million is the plan. It all depends on the sales tax vote from the story I read in the Democrat Gazette today, but you guys unveiled some big news about War Memorial and local parks and potential for bringing in some folks to Little Rock as a recreation destination.
Yes, we definitely want Little Rock to play a large role in both local and destination youth sports. We have proposed $123 million between both the indoor and outdoor sports complex. The outdoor sports complex and indoor. We're grateful to have this going on right now. We want everyone to vote for this sales tax on November 5th. We also have a close to $30 million for War Memorial Park as we revitalize it. We know it's organically been having its own vibe, but it's time to put some money into it. We want to continue to invest in the growth there. It won't have any impact on the tailgating area. We want to continue to maintain that tradition, but we'll have a lot more activities going on where it'll be a central place of gathering for the Little Rock residents.
I like that. So what's your role? Do you have an official role today, or are you just coming out as a fan?
Hey, I'm just coming to tailgate, bebop around a little bit. I'm trying to find DJ. We're trying to find each other. We've been seeing each other around the city these days, and I always see you, Justin. So I'm just going to have a little fun today. I'll see you guys out there. I'll have on my J's, and I got to figure out if I'm wearing, black and gold or crimson and white. I got to figure whatever.
You going to wear the J's out here? You think that's
always
a smart move?
Hey.
Ooh.
No, I'm wearing the Sixers. The Sixers are a bit more durable, so I'm not wearing any in my white ones. So, yeah.
All right.
Mayor Scott, you have to maintain some level of neutrality today, right? You have to be Switzerland tonight.
I got to be Switzerland. I'm probably going to have on a Little Rock T-shirt. I'm not going to have on either.
Smart. That's cool. Do it like I do. Just wear purple from UCA. That's a good way to be in the middle tonight, I think. Just
smart
stay completely neutral. Yeah, well, listen, we're going to let you go. I appreciate. We're actually at our tailgate party. It's the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate. We're kind of next to Doublebee's. We're just across the street from the stadium, so we're kind of out of the thick of things. It's pretty nice, and we've got Petrus Farms cooking up food. We're going to have some hot dogs from Petty Jean a little bit later on, another great Arkansas company, and we're going to be hanging out until about 6 o'clock tonight, so if you get a chance to swing through, love to see you.
We'll do. Thank you, guys.
All right, appreciate you very much. That is Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr., and he'll be out and about today. We got to hit our next break. Bobby Swafford is here from the AAA. We're going to chat with him. And one of these days soon, DJ, it won't be 100, and we'll be in the blind looking for doves. That's some good eating.
It'll be a little cold.
Yeah, about 38
and guess
degrees.
What? I bet you're going to get some good gear.
Yeah. Well, you can get warmer with good gear from Max Prairie Weeks and Stuttgart. There's no doubt about that. And listen, there ain't nothing better. I wish we had some bacon wrap cream cheese dove right now with some jalapeno. Our friends from Petrus could cook it up, I guarantee you.
Just give it to them?
Just crush it. Yeah, absolutely. One of their seasonings would take care of business over there on that. Anyway, if you want to get ready for success, you know where to go. Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. All the details at maxpw.com. But if you want to buy Winchester dove loads at $79.90 a case, you got to get that in-store only. Perfect performance every shot. Get your Avery dove belt so you got all the essentials close at hand. $39.99 for those, and then all the different decoys you need. You got the Voodoo Dove Motion Decoy 2-pack for $49.99. Mojo Dove A-Flicker decoys, $39.99. They're a steal for irresistible movement being added to your hunt. And then the Lucky Duck Dove Flocker, $99.99, the ultimate decoy system. And, again, don't forget to pick up your Winchester Dove loads, $79.90. Now, if you're a horrible shot, you might want to get a few. Just saying. That's a deal. All the stuff you need to get outdoors, and certainly everything you need to get ready for dove season at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. Go see our friends. Get geared up for the hunt. And more information at maxpw.com.
Petrus Farm and Grill presents Steve Sullivan each week when he joins Wes and Joe Franklin on Out of Bounds. Petrus Farm and Grill, masterful blends for exceptional dishes.
This is Sports Center.
The University of Arkansas men's basketball team will play Lipscomb on November 6th at Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville. That according to the Bison's schedule released on Wednesday. It'll be the second game of the season for Lipscomb, which starts its schedule with a game at Duquesne on November 4th. The game against Lipscomb is the earliest reported game for the Razorbacks, who have not yet released their schedule. Arkansas is 3-0 against Lipscomb, including a victory last season at Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock. Switching to baseball, Amarillo used an 8-run seventh inning to power its way to an 11-6 victory over the Arkansas Travelers on Wednesday in Amarillo. The teams continue their series today. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
Summer is Silverado season at Guatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Face any challenge with the award-winning Chevy Silverado, the pickup truck Americans have relied on for years. With best-in-class cargo volume and the most functional bed of any competitor, the Silverado is ready to take on all things tough. Why settle for less? Come get your Silverado at Guatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville at 1301 TPY Drive. Don't forget to use exit 10A if you're coming from Little Rock. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Trey Schapp here with Chris Shinup of the Arkansas Urology Foundation. Chris, did you know that prostate cancer is diagnosed about every 2 minutes in the U.S.?
Yeah, Trey, every year over 2,000 Arkansans will learn that they have prostate cancer, and we're proud to be hosting the 20th annual Kickoff to Men's Health this September.
Men can get screened and win a free TV.
They can win a free flat-screen TV, come in and get a free prostate cancer screening in Little Rock on September 26th.
For more information, visit arkansasurology.com and sign up today for the 20th annual Kickoff to Men's Health presented by CHI St. Vincent.
The National Championship Chuck Wagon Race is going on now through Sunday, September 1st at the Bar of Ranch in Clinton. Check out the official schedule of events, every race, arena event, trail ride, and every live concert at chuckwagonraces.com. And be sure to stop at Goods Cash Saver in Clinton for all your grocery, meat, and cold beer supplies for the event. National Championship Chuck Wagon Races in Clinton, a tradition since 1986. chuckwagonraces.com.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor-on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
If you're loving what you hear on The Zone, you should try our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Or X if you're a nerd.
Nerd alert!
Now, let's get back into The Zone.
All we need is one moment or two. Just a little more time, a little unwinding. Got fun on my mind and I've chosen you.
Yo, we're back. I just lost the pork belly bet to DJ. First one I've lost, I think, so far. Won't be the last one probably, but
yeah. Not even close. What's the percentage on that thing?
Oh, like 90%. Would you rather be in 38 degrees or 100 degrees? And people are saying, I'd rather be in 38 degrees, and y'all are a bunch of damn liars. But that's cool. Listen, I don't even care. That's fine. When it is cold and it gets down in the mid-30s, I'm going to remind y'all what you chose. I'm going to remind y'all what you chose, and I'm going to say...
Where you at?
So it depends when you ask them. If you ask me when it's 100, I want 38. But if you ask me when it's 38, I might ask for 100.
If you have to pick.
Oh, 38 all day. I'm a big man, so give me the cold. Give me the cold.
85% of you liars say 38 degrees. That's cool. This segment's brought to you in part by our friends at Cash. Rush, I need some help. I got to feed DJ. Hook me up. Anyway, you can go see our friends in the River Market. Free valet parking. If you're looking for a place to have a cocktail before or after the game today, too. Although after the game, it's going to be getting tight if you stay for the whole thing. But you can definitely go over there and pregame. 501-850-0265 for a special event if you want to set something up. And that space upstairs will be real nice in the shade. Get you a cocktail and get a bite to eat maybe. And if you can stay for dinner, all the better. But I will tell you, that's a great place to go and have a couple of appetizers, a couple of drinks if you're not tailgating before the game and you're just showing up for kickoff. Great place to go. DJ and I both swear by the smoked pork belly. It is off the chain. DJ is also a huge fan of the tuna wontons. I love those. I'm a crab claw guy. They're both awesome. And don't forget the candied bacon. It's outstanding. Ooh. But if you're in the mood for a steak or a salad or both or a lot of other things. Scallops. And today's Thursday, DJ. What's that mean?
Thursday is the fried catfish.
Fried catfish.
Tomorrow,
Fried Chicken Friday.
Fried Chicken Friday.
It's Cash in downtown Little Rock. Free valet parking. Always go get you some. All right, we're joined by Bobby Swafford of the Arkansas Activities Association. Hello, sir.
Hello, gentlemen. How are we? Football season's here.
Oh, it's here.
Football, volleyball, what else?
Tennis, golf.
Tennis and golf.
Cross country.
Ooh.
I mean, all of it's happening right now.
Yes.
Perfect weather to go out there and run through the woods. Right?
Buddy, I'm telling you, as long as it's shaded, no, it's too hot.
Yeah.
How you feeling about tonight?
I'm good about tonight. Obviously, I don't think the game's going to be much of a contest, but anytime you can get 65-plus kids who played high school football in our state suited up on a Saturday, air quotes there, obviously, and playing college football, 37 for Arkansas, 29 for UAPB.
Awesome.
I'm all about it.
Look at you, math man.
Yeah.
So
where'd you find that out at? You just
everybody's got a roster. Everybody's got a roster.
That's a lot of work.
Hometown.
It's what we call a AAA talking point.
Is that it?
Absolutely.
Kids that used to play high school football now playing collegiate football.
And that's what my job is, promote kids who from our state, even if they go venture elsewhere, whether it's in this state or outside of it, we still want to celebrate those kids who grew up in Arkansas.
I love it. All right, well, let's talk about what's going on. There are some junior high games tonight, volleyball and football.
There's some high school football games tonight, too.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Van Buren and Alma, Battle of the Bone over in the western part of the state. I think it's the 68th meeting of Van Buren and Alma.
Sounds awesome.
Battle of the Bone.
Yeah, Crawford County is going to be empty tonight.
Ooh. Pointers and Airedales.
That's right.
I love it.
That's amazing.
All dogs all the time.
Oh, yeah. It's a bone. A legit giant bone.
I think that's hilarious. I didn't even realize that. That's an awesome tradition. Okay. And then what are the highlights of the games this week? What are the high-profile matchups?
Anytime Bentonville takes the field, they're obviously going to be a talking point, but take it on Tulsa Union. Big-time school across the border. Springdale Harbor's playing Broken Arrow, another pair of big-time clashes. Greenwood, Bentonville West over there, but, of course, the big game down here in Central Arkansas is going to happen in the stadium that we're not too far from tomorrow night. Benton versus Bryant in the 50th Annual Salt Bowl. I know it hasn't been close as far as on the field, but those two teams are state title contenders in their respective classifications this year. Should be a really, really entertaining game. Conway got the new quarterback, transferred from CAC, committed to play for the Razorbacks, Grayson Wilson. Get the first look at him tomorrow night up at Jonesboro, playing for the Wampus Cats. So I think we got 30-something games tomorrow night, even though this is week 0. So we're jumping right in.
If you need any reports from El Dorado, I'll be there.
Okay.
Anyway.
Looking forward to it.
Longest
I'll
road
be
trip
in
of the year.
Jonesboro.
Okay.
But Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what they say about the Salt Bowl. You can throw the records out, DJ, when those two go at it.
That's like LSU, Arkansas.
I guess because they're both 0-0. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You could just go ahead and go off their records. 0-0. It's like they're 0-0, DJ.
Isn't it
What's their
close,
record?
like, overall? Out of the 50 years?
Yeah, over the 50 years, it is very close. I know Bryant's, I think it's won 19 in a row now. It's like 2005 or 6 since the last time that Benton was able to get a win in that. Obviously, the enrollment discrepancy is pretty large there, but, there's going to be 30,000 people.
You said 19 years in a row they've won this game?
It's like 2005 or 6 was the last time that Benton won the game.
And wait till Bryant plays Little Rock Christian. If you want a population discrepancy.
Yeah.
It's going to get even weirder in 7A this year.
It's good for you. It builds character.
I guess. Hey, listen, it's over after this year no matter what, so I don't really care. It's all fine. What about volleyball? What's the good news on volleyball? Who are the teams to keep an eye on?
You've got to start with the corners, and that's where the really good volleyball schools in our state have been. Northeast Arkansas, you've got your Valley Views, Brooklyn, Jonesboro High. The Northwest Arkansas, Fayetteville's won 2 or 3 in a row. Bentonville, Springdale, Harbor's always really good. And then you get to the smaller schools, the Fort Smith River Valley's been really good. Hackett's won a couple of volleyball titles. Mansfield's won 5 in a row.
Wow.
Which is crazy to believe. They won a softball championship in the spring as well. So the Central Arkansas part of the state, Conway was in the finals last year. They got a little catching up to do with the corners, though. But volleyball is one of the fastest-growing sports, along with wrestling and esports. Those are the fastest-growing activities we have in our state.
Where was the esports at when I was in school?
Yeah.
They
didn't have internet back then, so it's hard to play online.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
tough.
do that.
Yeah, very tough.
But volleyball is just growing, and obviously we've put the championships on television statewide on Arkansas PBS a few years ago, and we feel like that's helping grow the sport. And what we're really all about is getting those girls, those females, more and more opportunities to play and compete.
What games are they playing in esports? Is there something y'all are trying to stay away from in high school level?
Yeah, so we don't offer any games in which there's killing involved, shooting, fighting, things like that. But we do have Madden, NBA 2K as individual sports, but we've got Rocket League.
Rocket League's big.
Yes, League of Legends.
Hey, I've killed a lot of dudes in Madden, okay? Let me just make that quite clear.
Yeah, we don't have a sportsmanship rule, unfortunately, in Madden. We need to implement one.
Yeah.
There's some murder going on.
We need a running clock?
Yeah, we need a running clock for sure.
It's like, listen, we had a guest earlier today, last guy in the world you want to play college football with. Quinn Grovey is...
Oh, is he just yapping the whole time?
He's
in it.
Amazing at it, and he's a complete jerk. Yeah. And I hate playing him.
You get real football players now that it's so realistic that you can see safeties moving and linebackers moving. You get guys who have that knowledge. They can do some dirty things.
That's why I stopped playing, because I was just like, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Then I just couldn't play the game. But if you're saying it's
gotten to that point now.
You know what they say? Get better.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, well, that's what Quinn was saying. He didn't probably think it was too realistic either, but he was realistically kicking my behind.
Dang, he used to wear you out.
Wear me out. I remember we were at
You get mad? You get mad?
Oh, pissed. Yeah, there was a couple flings, the old controller. We were at Cotton Bowl. At Cotton Bowl. We hooked it up in his room, and he's just like, and the thing is, like, it's so condescending because he's just like, over here looking at his phone while we're playing, and I'm like, "Can you please pay attention?
Oh,
you're killing me here."
You hate that.
Oh, it's so
you?
bad. And he will run the option right down your throat. So.
What I love about it is you can like switch your play. Okay, I'm running right now. I can run left.
Yeah.
And now you can make offensive line adjustments, and you can make all kinds of changes pre-snap, and you can really dive into the weeds. And I know I sound like a video game nerd with this, but like it's so much more fun now because you can control all 11 on the field instead of just the quarterback.
Dang.
What? Tell me about like tennis and golf. Like, is it typically? I guess a bunch of schools getting together. They have duels, or what do they do?
Yeah, so during the regular season, they just have their own meets, their own tournaments. Every now and then, they'll get together and have a really big tournament. Obviously, it's tough to do with tennis. It's really all about the state tournament. You play your regular season to get your record, you build your seedings, and then when you throw everybody into that state tournament mix, and it's a big bracket for tennis. And obviously, then you get to golf. You have your different classifications. You have team championships and individual championships, and we just let them duke it out.
How did they do seeding? How does that work?
So obviously it's points and win-loss record for a lot of it, but at the larger classifications, they all use what they call the I Wanamaker app. That's the name of a company. But all of their scoring goes into that, and so it kind of develops your handicap, and it kind of builds up throughout the season. And then state tournament time. The large classification is a little different because they have a conference tournament and then a state tournament. The smaller classifications just go straight to the state tournament.
Gotcha. Anything else we need to know? Any rule change or anything for football this year?
No, this is the first year in a long time that we haven't had any significant rule changes really in any of our sports. This, along with college football, this is the first year that teams can't wear the same color jersey and the same number. So like when you might have called a Van Buren Little Rock Christian game, black jersey, black number, outline in green, you have no clue what number they're.
Why are they doing that?
That's illegal now.
That's nice. I agree with that.
So the idea was, hey, you can't, if you don't know what number it is, you can't go ahead and pre-scout. But now that's completely legal. It has to be completely contrasting. But this
That's
year,
what the coaches thought?
Yeah.
That's not the issue. When broadcasters go to heaven, all the players wear individual numbers. There's no double numbers.
Yeah.
That is the bane of my existence.
That's actually quite ridiculous, to be honest. Like, you only dress out 85, and so why do you have two guys that are number one?
Why do I have four guys wearing the same number? That's the problem. I was like,
college
got
football
2 4s, 2
2
2s, 2 3s, 2 7s, 2 9s.
I would love to see them figure it out in practice.
3 0s.
Who's wearing number one?
Well, one on offense and one on defense. That's the problem.
No, I want them
who's playing better?
No, I want them to figure it out in practice.
Oh, you want them to fight?
Something, maybe a little Oklahoma drill.
What I love is when a team gets penalized because they have two number ones on the field at the same time. I was like, all right, coaches, you can't figure it out.
Jeez.
Yeah,
it's awful.
I'm with you.
But they got to give them everything. Obviously, with the NIL and all the demands that players are making, like maybe the demand is I want number one, and all of a sudden you've got a little more leverage because you give it to two players instead of just one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I guess.
If you won't go to,
did you say NIL in high school?
Not in Arkansas.
Okay.
So actually, let me take that back. In Arkansas, if you've already signed your national letter of intent to an in-state school, you're eligible for NIL
to receive your money while you're still in high school.
Yes.
What happens if you change your mind and where you go to school?
Well, you've already signed the NIL, so you have to be released from that. And so
if you signed your NLI, you can get an NIL.
Correct. Your national letter of intent.
Okay.
Do you get that?
But I feel like people sign their national letter of intent all the time and just say, "Let me hop on the portal real quick." Right? No, is that
now you can, but
you have to be officially released from that university, and they're not going to release you before you step on campus, unless their coach leaves, more than likely.
Okay. Interesting. Man, that's a lot, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't like that back in the day?
No, definitely
But
not.
I wouldn't be mad getting no NIL in high school either.
Bobby, what do you guys do for Clearinghouse on Scores for people looking for Scores tonight and tomorrow?
Scorebook Live. That's the place to go. That's our official partner as far as content and schedules and scores. So to go to scorebooklive.com. And you find all the scores, all the schedules, not only for tonight, but the schedule for the entire season's already on there. A lot of basketball schedules are already on there. It's never too early to start thinking about that.
Okay, very good. And I know Wes and their guys, they're Wes, what's your website for Scores tonight?
FearlessFriday.com.
Thank you very much. Free plug, sir. Free plug.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, we got to hit a break. Our last one, we'll start talking to Wes. Bobby, thanks for coming over, man.
You got it. Hey, we'll see you in Jonesboro this weekend, too. Go Bears.
You going up there?
Oh, you're right.
Let's go.
I think I go. I don't know. Am I a go bear since I'm dating a bear? Is that how that works?
You're dating me. On the air. So, yeah, you better be good to the
two
guys
bears.
in purple.
Okay.
You can be neutral. I don't care. But if you go hardcore ace-day.
It's too much.
Yeah, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
It's cool. I got some D3 Auto Sales text line offerings to share with you when we come back. Let's hit a break. We'll come back and do that in just a moment. We are at the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate, and if you want to get your Oaklawn Sports app up and running, probably now is a good time because, well, you can wager on the games tonight or whatever you want to get into. Also want to mention the safest bet you're going to make anytime soon. That's at Gwatney Chevrolet. If you're in the market for a pickup truck or an SUV, you know what to do. Take that short trip over to Jacksonville. The number one Chevy dealer in the state, family-owned and a legacy of trust since 1957. They don't just want to sell you a new or used vehicle. They want to invite you to be a part of the family. They want you to enjoy a friendly, helpful, no-pressure atmosphere. They want you to have a great buying experience. And a family-friendly showroom so you can bring the kiddos. And, again, make it fun. I mean, there's a lot of pressure and stress. It's a lot of money being spent. Admittedly, we all understand it's a big commitment with the vehicle. So make the process enjoyable. That's what our friends at Gwatney are trying to do, and they mean this from the bottom of their hearts. It's a family-run business, and that's how they do things at the Gwatney family. So if you're looking for a great selection, tons of Tahoes right now on site. They've got a bunch of great Silverados, the Trax, and the smaller SUVs available as well. You know where to go. Just make that short drive. If you're going north from the capital city, don't forget to pop off at the James Street exit instead of the Gregory Street exit because of construction. But you'll be glad you did. It is Gwatney Chevrolet. We're back to wrap it up after this.
The final 4 minutes of the 65 Cotton Bowl. The miracle on Markham. The stunning overtime win at Ole Miss. Those are memorable Arkansas drives of the past. To that list, let me add a memorable drive of the future. The drive you make to Genesis of Conway and the test drive you take in a Genesis GV80. And like all winning teams, Genesis of Conway has all the answers. Durability, style, dealer incentives. Genesis of Conway, where you get the future of luxury today.
Roger, did you know that Oaklawn Sports is the mobile app that lets you bet anywhere in Arkansas?
Anywhere, so I can bet the over when I'm in Dover.
Indeed you can.
I can take the underdog in Dogtown.
Absolutely.
You're telling me I can bet on the pigskin in Piggott?
Yep.
Hoops in Humnoke, baseball in Bauxite, long shots in Lavaca?
All of the above.
Anywhere, huh?
Anywhere.
Nice.
Easy to use and even easier to fund. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn Sports. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle. Unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Justin Aker for CertaPro Painters. And if you're like me, you're a bit of a perfectionist. And when you look around your home and you see scuffs and faded colors on your walls, crack peeling paint on the outside of your home, it makes you unhappy. So put a smile on your face by calling CertaPro Painters. Protect that investment with quality painting from CertaPro Painters. They make your experience worry-free, and it all starts with a free estimate. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule that free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. So quit putting off what you should be putting on. And that's new paint with the help of CertaPro Painters. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
See Shelter Agent Matt Steele in Bryant, Todd Matthews in Benton, or Justin Stewart in Malvern today.
The Zone is back. You know what's better than listening to Justin Acri and DJ Williams? Watching them on our live stream on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Now, let's get into the show.
I don't need a golden ticket to be part of the club, 'cause I'm already in it. Anywhere I land, I'll stick it.
Back here wrapping it up at the Oaklawn Sports Tailgate. Wes Moore's back in the studio with Todd Pierce.
Yep.
A couple of D3 Auto Sales text offerings here, fellas, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
DJ, your work woman and your home woman are bears. Don't cross either. Yeah, get that right, dude. You got to go purple.
My work woman?
Me.
Oh.
I'm your work husband. I just started listening. May have already covered. Is pickleball coming to high school? You know what? I should have asked that. I'm sorry.
Where's he at?
Bobby.
It's gone.
Damn it, Bobby.
Man, he got out of here quick.
LC says, I'm not saying it'll happen, but if the Hogs lose tonight, would Sam be fired this weekend? I think there's a possibility. Wes, what do you think?
Ooh, if they lost tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen.
Wes, would you rather go to a game that's 100 degrees or 38 degrees?
38.
I guess I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Well, that's not a good question. I mean, it should be 100 because 100's extreme. 38's not extreme. It should be 100 or 25. Then you may, I may change my mind.
Annabella Sciorra was the actress I was thinking of from Hand the Rocks to the Cradle
the other
and
one.
Jungle Fever. Yeah. Fun fact that's not so fun. The plane that Leonard Skinner crashed on was rejected by Aerosmith, so they picked a different airplane because their airplane was ready.
That's what I was thinking
Skinner
about.
chose to take the plane anyway, so today we came real close to having no Aerosmith. God rest Leonard Skinner, no doubt.
That's what I was thinking about.
Waylon Jennings were the other two, along with and Tommy Alsop were they originally going on the flight. So that's what happened. We were talking about La Bamba. They're going to remake La Bamba. You saw the original, yeah, Wes?
Yeah.
With Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, it was good.
Brandon and Carlisle, Todd Pierce greater than Josh Neighbors. Wow. Is Josh here? Josh didn't hear that, thank God. I don't want to hurt his feelings. You did a good job this week, though, Todd. Tomorrow we're stuck with Tripp, who I may or may not kill.
Oh.
Justin, does DJ watch Disney movies? Is the Pope Catholic? Of course he does. Shout out to my son's coach making baseball practice tonight at 5:30. What are we doing? Exactly. If you want to get a pass, I'll be happy to call the coach. And that's it. All right, Wes, what's going on Out O' Bounds today?
Man, it's going to be a quick 90-minute show, but we're going to pack everything in. We have, coming up at 1:30, Lee Sterling. He's one of the top handicappers in the country. He has some picks for us. We're going to look at, like, the A-State UCA game, Kentucky Southern Miss, LSU, USC, Georgia, Clemson, A&M, Texas A&M, and Notre Dame, and, of course, Arkansas, UAPB. And then we got Richard Davenport coming up after the Bradford Marine Razor Hog update.
Final score tonight, Wes?
Let's go 45-3.
So you say no cover?
No. I'm not betting the line. I did take the under. But as far as Arkansas and the points, I stayed away from that.
Okay. I got a note here that tickets for the Simmons Bank Championship are on sale, and options have been added for the general public for a complete listing, rather. SimmonsBankChampionship.com. Weekend general admission tickets, $75 with children ages 15 and under for free with a general admission adult. Weekend tickets for the 16 green upgraded venue can be purchased for $350. Both include all 3 days of the tournament. Wes, I know you're really looking forward to that event.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I went to the press meeting on Tuesday, and it was just to get the details on how to sign up for credentials and media opportunities we'll have throughout the week. And I just think of some of the guys that I grew up watching, some of the best golfers in the world. Now they're on the Champions Tour, including Glenn Day and Ken Duke. Hopefully both will be here. I think it's going to be so much fun. They're playing a course that we've played so many times, and to see it with all the stands, with all the hospitality tents, just to see how they play out there, I think it'd be a ton of fun. I can't wait. Friday will be hard for me to go out there with high school football going on, but with Arkansas playing in Starkville, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to be out there.
Good. I think we're all looking forward to it. I mean, having pro golf here and then backyard is pretty neat. DJ, you want to make a prediction on the game?
Just score?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Lord.
It's an interesting score.
I could see, Wes, you're not too far off from where I'm thinking. I'll say 48. 48-9.
3 field goals?
Yes.
Touchdown, missed extra point, and another field goal?
If they keep him out of the end zone, I think Coach Williams will be thrilled.
Say what?
If they keep him out of the end zone, Coach Williams will be thrilled.
That's why I say 9.
Hey,
you don't think they break the 50-point mark? Neither one of you two.
I don't think they are worried about making the 50-point mark. I think this is.
How many possessions are they going to have? Over, under 8?
Ooh, really depends on turnovers.
Okay, let's
how
just
many,
say they
how
have
many
8
turnovers? Without turnovers included?
If you have 8 possessions, 50 points is a pretty reasonable goal. That's a high goal.
I think even though we are playing UAPB, like I said, this is the first year of what this is going to look like. And so, yeah, they could come out guns blazing, but if they look a little sloppy, it is what it is.
I had not considered the possibility until you brought it up today talking to Quinn Grovey that, they may not come out all, guns blazing. Because there's still going to be some kinks to work out in their first real game.
Yeah, they have to. Like you said, play calling, get it in, time clock. It all goes much faster in a game than it does in practice. So if there's a couple delay of game penalties or seeing a timeout being taken before then, or, I know one thing that I would like to see. How many times last year now it's UAPB, I get it. Clock management sometimes was horrible from offensive coordinator and sometimes head coach. And I think Coach Pittman has been okay admitting that. I'd be very surprised if that happened with Coach Petrino, not being aware of that time clock and what we got going on.
One thing that I look at for the total points in this game, Coach Pittman has a history of shutting it down in the second half. He gets his points. Even when Briles was the offensive coordinator, there were games where they would just start running the ball up the middle and not showing much, not doing much, just getting out. And I don't think he wants to rub it in, show up UAPB. So I could see third, fourth quarter, this offense shutting it down. Let's get on to the next game.
Over under 2 quarterbacks.
I think you nailed it. 2.
Okay. Over under 4 running backs.
DeBinion might play. Over.
Okay.
All 5 play.
Okay. All right, stay tuned. 90 minutes of goodness from Out of Bounds. Appreciate you. Todd, good job.
Thank you, sir.
And stay tuned for Out of Bounds. We'll be back in studio tomorrow, wrapping it up, getting ready for a big weekend of football and a recap of the Razorback and Golden Lion game. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks to Oaklawn Sports for the tailgate fun and to Petra's Farm for lunch. Come on out. We got more barbecue, and we'll have some Petit Jean hot dogs coming up in a bit as well. Hope to see you out here. Have a great, safe evening, everybody. Adios, amigos.
Trey Schapp here with Chris Shinup of the